Final Fight fans, I know that you guys are super stoked to be here to witness some greatness. Ooh, okay. Sorry about that. I actually had the volume on. Okay, so here's the deal. We have two great runners and two amazing commentators. We have got the dream team on tracking, so you guys are about to see a slobber knocker. In one corner, we have amazing Ampharos, who is currently up one game in the Swiss brackets. Woo, swish round. And then we have his opponent, the man who believes that the Mirror Shield in Hera basement is the greatest thing since the single arrow. And that is Homewrecker. Now, on comms, we have Daze Cloud and Jesse. Oh my goodness, this is just making my heart go pitter-patter. And on tracking, we've got Tafile and Royale with cheese. So you know this is going to be a party. Let's go. I am going to have them roll seeds, and host, take it away.
I gotta be honest, that might have been
right now.
Well, I mean, it's not us; it's the runners, right? We get to sit here and just talk garbage for the next 2.5 hours or so, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's my favorite thing to do is talk garbage about Crosskeys and a couple of runners trying to move up to 2-0.
Yeah, yep. So yeah, like our like our restreamer there, Krista Joy said, yeah, we are Swiss. You're watching Crosskeys here. This is the 2022 Crosskeys tournament here, and we've got we are in the Swiss rounds here. We're Swiss round week 2. Both of these runners won their first week, and we're gonna get to see who's gonna move on to 2-0 and who's gonna go to 1-1 for 8 weeks of Swiss there. My name is Dazed Cloud. Jesse?
Yeah, that works for me.
Hey, bud.
I'm doing great with this. Yeah, Amazing Ampharos won last week against, looks like Lumaga, whereas Homewrecker, it looks like, actually, I'm not sure, because it looks like Homewrecker's been doing a lot of Crosskeys racing recently.
You're going through that way, eh? All right, I'll see if I can see who's got this.
That's a practice, so it looks like round 1 for Homewrecker was a win against Moogle Charm, so
Big win there.
Yeah, spicy win in week 1 for Homewrecker.
I mean, yeah, Crosskeys is man, it's. I mean, I think sometimes I kind of overthink this, but I feel like this is outside of like doing door rando. This is the hardest mode we've got.
Yeah, this is the. I mean, it's my favorite mode, but like this is kind of the top tier mode that is a generally run mode. You know, this is one of the staple modes, and it's probably the most difficult of those staples.
Yeah, I think that's completely fair. I mean, everything that goes on with one of these seeds here, where it tests all of your game knowledge, and what's more with that, once the entrances being shuffled and the connectors being all over, every once in a while, you're gonna have to sit down and like figure out a puzzle while you're doing this seed. Right?
Yes, it is a hard question to say. Do I want to go in this dungeon? Do I really want to touch this?
Yeah, and it looks like we are finally off here, and we got both runners starting with the Sanctuary start today, so we're going to get a piece of heart, and so find out exactly where we are going to get kicked out here.
Not the worst starting location. Definitely, yeah, no surprises. We're getting the early Houlihan from both runners.
Yeah, that's pretty standard if you get kicked out there at Useless Ferry. If you get kicked out of Useless Ferry, pretty much your first move is just to go and grab the 225 rupees that you get from a Houlihan start.
Exactly.
And there we are. AA went ahead and picked up his money, and now now it's time for part 1 of the great Crosskeys journey, which is where are my bombs at?
Well, and I was surprised. Amazing Ampharos did not go into Link's house and just check that. And that's a bow. But equally interesting is Amazing Ampharos finding our CAC bombable hut for some easy bombs. So we don't have to buy them.
That is unbelievably friendly, and I want to know what the heck just happened here, because that is not a general Crosskeys thing. You usually have to look through 5 or 6 entrances, find something that you needed bombs for before you'll actually find a shop.
Yeah, I'm kind of jealous. Where's this luck for my Crosskeys seeds? I would love to have easy Houlihan into a bow and bomb. Please.
Don't worry, we got time. We got time to mess it up.
Sure.
The seed will find a way.
Oh, of course.
Well, we've got our bombs. Now with AA going ahead and getting these 10 bombs, we're going to go ahead and make our way over to the eastern area really quick here, as Tofile, one of our trackers today, tells us that we have a small key on Lake Hylia Island, which is going to be kind of interesting. We'll have to come back for that in a little while.
Yeah, always a fun one, as we do find our Spike Cave over in the Eastern Cave area. Hate that entrance. That is always one of the worst. But I will say that's not the worst place I've ever seen one, so acceptable?
Yeah. You can try to remind yourself to come back, and do that later. Spike Cave is just I don't care. It's just the worst entrance in the game.
I counter your worst with Spiral Cave. Uh-oh.
Man, he's gonna take a death there.
And that was Moon Pearl at Uncle drop down.
Yeah. That's that is as free as you can get right there. Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's just here, you want this Moon Pearl? It's legitimately just right here.
We do see our tier 1 tree pull is arrows. And that is Fairy Ascension Cave.
Right. We're going to we got Fairy Ascension Cave here, so I wouldn't be surprised to maybe see us pick up the Moon Pearl really quick and then find out exactly where that thing takes us there. You're kind of hoping to either end up on the mountain or in the middle of the thing. AA just blind dropping this thing.
That's ballsy.
Yeah.
I would be I don't want to fall into a Ganon and completely waste my time. Although Homewrecker saving and quitting right after getting Pearl, I'm surprised he didn't follow that connector.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you there. Yeah,
that is valuable information, especially when we have a Pearl already. That is your opportunity to, even if this is Dark World, you have so much access right now, no matter where that drops you out.
Yeah. Information is key.
Yeah,
is key here. Yeah, you're 100% right. He's gonna get a fire rod out of the back of Escape for it. So win. But I kind of expect, like you said, AA will probably pick that up here as soon as he kind of runs out of locations here. As soon as we figure out where this is going to spit him, it spits him right into Kakariko. So that's.
That's a very quick way to get to CAC, and unfortunately, with Sank and Blink South both being at terrible spots relative to Kakariko, this is just perfect for the movement.
Yeah, you're not going to see a whole lot there with that other sort of stuff. There is we're gonna kind of start making our way through Hyrule Castle, not Hyrule Castle, through Kakariko, and see exactly what the heck we can find here. It looks like the Magic Bat drop down is going to be Uncle today, so we'll be able to just walk in, pick up these 2 chests really quickly.
Not the worst thing to find at Magic Bat, but I always prefer Uncle at Lumberjack. That is almost the ideal there.
Definitely here as we get a pod key there from our Uncle, as we're gonna work on getting the key sanity trackers up here in just a minute for for everybody to view as a well. How about a paradox cave? Do you like a paradox cave? Paradox cave.
I mean, paradox with bombs and arrows, perfect. I'll take it.
Yeah, 4 hearts. Yeah, it could be better, but let's take a big key to Skull Woods while we're in here. Sure. Homewrecker being very aggressive with his connector here. Finding Desert Left at the race game, getting spit out Desert Center there at the bombable hut there. So it's kind of fun. Funnily enough, he's going to save himself a bomb.
And there's Desert Right. Hello?
Game, sure. I mean,
Yeah, why not? I mean, we just want all of our desert entrances very nicely clustered like that.
I mean that's just silly. He's gonna have to walk down and come out the for the library here because it's got Hype Cave inside of it. So that's we're finding some nice things here. As gonna get a small key to Desert Palace off of that. So it looks like you're gonna go back into desert in just a second.
I mean, that is a very, very hype cave there. We got a sword as well. So, well worth the time.
Oh, yeah. Definitely 100% there for sure. We've got pretty much whatever you want to be able to start knocking out some more, knocking out a couple more chests and a couple other things here. All right. Got Mimic Cave there at the I guess what would that be? The front of Tavern?
Yeah, front of Tavern there. And Homewrecker does, pick the right desert entrance to go back to, realizes, hey, I got a small key. Here's the entrance I want.
And we're going to find out if this small key to desert actually is helpful here. Going to take a little bit of damage there, but with this blue mail, it's not the fastest thing in the world, unfortunately. But
does get a bottle.
Did get a bottle. When we find Sick Kid, that'll be nice. I think AA has now probably seen all of his entrances there. As there we go. We've got the key sanity tracker on up there, and I believe we'll work on getting everything up to date in just a second.
Yep.
There was a Turtle Rock key there on this, and it looks like both Amazing Ampharos and Homewrecker should have at least one Skullwood small, as Homewrecker continues to find big caves after big cave. That's going to be Mini Moldorm Cave, right?
Yeah, I mean, what 5-item cave are we missing, or location are we missing at this point? I think just Blind's Hut.
Yep.
Hookshot Cave, and that's not even 5. We were just finding all the major item caves.
I mean, we are doing really well, but I mean, the funny thing is these 5-item caves. I mean, you got the sword and half magic out of Hype Cave. You got a big, you got a big key to Swamp Palace there out of Mini Moldorm Cave, but that's about it. So, man, I think at this point you should just start going, okay, can I have dungeons, please? Because I would like to, start jumping into things.
Yeah, the only question is, what kind of dungeon do you actually want to dip at this moment? I think you are well within your right to want to dip any of them. It's just a question of how far do you want to go? Or which one do you want to see first?
Go with Laser Bridge.
Oh yeah, of course, the Laser Bridge entrance. That'd be great.
I mean, I would say Laser Bridge, maybe. Maybe
Pod?
We could find. Pod would be all right. I think we have one pod key right now, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, that would get you 5 items, with the bow and everything. Now, has AA picked up his bow? Oh, yeah, AA has picked up his bow. All right, yeah.
Well, and there's our lamp, so we've got all of our dark rooms figured out now.
We're still making our way through CAC here. We're 10 minutes in. Fairly loaded for bear there. We're gonna try to see what we can do about getting the trackers there, so everybody can follow along a little bit easier. But we're working through it right now, having a little technical difficulties there on the back end. But we'll get it all sorted out for you as Homewrecker grabs his goods out of Paradox Cave there.
We did see a connector and bumper cave as well up at the top of Hyrule or Kakariko. And then, of course, Ice Palace there at that last entrance.
Now, Ice Palace is a dungeon, but that is not a dungeon we can do anything with. So we're just going to kind of ignore that one for right now until we get some sort of fire source there. I guess Homewrecker can do a little something with that. He does have the fire rod if it actually, does something.
Yeah, and there's that long pause where you're just like, I don't want to, but I could.
Yeah, that's the do I go check the first chest? The pause right there is like, maybe it's just the first chest, right? I go get the glove out of the first chest as we check that one, the grandma connector there, and that's just going to take us down to Cave 45. So we can pretty much forget that one exists.
We did see the thief drop down being vanilla. Unfortunately, just a piece of heart.
Yeah. At this point, we've got to make ourselves a map here and try to figure out exactly what we need to see. So, because as far as like connectors go, things that we don't know right now is, ooh, hey, bush crab giving us some bombs today. So that's always kind
Sure.
of
I mean, we didn't have enough bombs. We needed more.
We could have bought some bombs there at that bomb shop there at the very top of the Lost Woods. That's always an entrance that you're really glad to have nothing.
Yeah. But what do we have at Aga Ledge? We have the magic bat there, and I feel like I've been seeing more and more magic bats here at the Lumberjack. I don't know what it is, recency bias, but it just keeps happening.
Well, yeah, I think that was where the last couple of ones for me have been as well. It's just you put a magic bat there, and then you just kind of you feel like there's a very good chance that you'll never need to go see that, and the one or two seeds that you actually do feel just miserable.
Yeah, that's one of those seeds where you're like, you've already hit a CR of like 190, and you're like, great.
Yeah, you're not going to choose to go, rush through Aga to do that just because of everything else that you need to get. As all right, woo, we've got trackers lighting up down there. Everything is looking good. Thank you to the people there on the back end who got that all taken care of. Everything is starting to look real pretty, at least on my end. Hopefully for everybody watching it, it's got the same thing right there.
Yeah, and if you haven't watched a race here on ZSR for Crosskeys, just some interesting ways that this is different from what you might expect on a lot of other Link to the Past rando races. You can actually tell if our runners have found a dungeon. So right now you can see letters for dungeons such as MM for Misery Mire. Our runners have not found it, so you still see those letters. Whereas the one that's right next to it for Turtle Rock and Ice Palace, we've at least seen an entrance for both of those dungeons. So you don't see the letters anymore. So there's these little things that really can help just kind of understand what's going on in this mode.
Yeah, you're to kind of add on to what you're saying there. Like if this is the first time watching, Link to the Past, Crosskeys is a lot to deal with.
Yeah.
at the first, right? I mean, we're shuffling all of the connectors. We're shuffling all of everything. All of the entrances. all of the items in it, and it can be a lot to try to manage exactly like what you're gonna find. And I think we have now seen all of our drop downs. So yeah, I'm seeing a call there that we've got Vanilla Ganon today. So is that correct?
Yeah, we saw the Cackwell over at Sanctuary drop down. We've seen Useless Fairy, we've seen Lumberjack, we've seen the Thief, we've seen Uncle. It is a very Vanilla Ganon location today. And I gotta be honest, I kind of like Vanilla Ganon as we get a Master Sword out of Super Bunny, which was at the potion shop.
Yeah, yeah. No, Vanilla Ganon, gimme.
Yeah.
Give me that every single day here, just because. Yeah, you're gonna. it simplifies the game so much more.
Yes.
And Homewrecker, man, okay, so he's down here. He found a big key to Eastern Palace. Oh my God, we've got a lamp, we've got a pen, we've got a big key, we've got a bow, and we can go do Eastern Palace. That's going to be a pendant.
In logic at that.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't just find Eastern we haven't found all the stuff. We got all the entrance, like, all the stuff to fully beat Eastern in logic. That doesn't happen this early.
I mean, if we find Eastern, one of two things is going to happen. It's either going to be a pendant, or that is going to be a dungeon that we're not going to find till, like, the very end of the game. It'll be the last thing that we actually find.
We do, of course, see the bottom of Spectacle Rock there on Homewrecker's side, so that drop down really not going to help us. Homewrecker is playing super aggressive, though, heading over to the Ice Rod Cave area. I'm always really cautious about this one, just because of the lack of a glove.
Yeah, this is a hard decision to make, because there's times where this is just 100% required, and that feels not great when it is that way. But every once in a while, you will come over here and find a. I'm going to use this word, completable Skullwoods.
Yeah, I mean, definitely clearable. We have a small key, we got a sword, we've got a fire rod and half magic, and now we got a hammer.
Okay. This went from being awful to not fun.
Yeah. Definitely not a fight I would like, but there's worse fights.
We'll see exactly how what he decides to do here. He's going to go for it. This is aggressive, but I mean, if you can pull this off, it's definitely a win for you.
Well, and I wonder if this is kind of like, we were talking about who each runner, or how each runner got to this week. Looking at Homewrecker's week 1 win over Moogle, like we had a very simple seeding method for this tournament, a top half, bottom half kind of deal. I think just based on, community recognition, I have to believe that Moogle was the high seed for that match. Homewrecker played an aggressive, could have been the same aggressive in that match to get that win.
Yeah, I mean, winning in this tournament is not a fluke.
Yeah.
Like if you won, you very likely deserved it. You got through this. You got through this as well as you could here. Now with half magic, and almost a full fire rod thing here. Homewrecker is down to a heart. Hopefully we'll be able to get this out. We got to watch out for everything in this fight, unfortunately.
Oh, man. And was so far into that one, like, we were probably a hit or two away at that moment. I don't even know if Homewrecker has the magic to get through the rest of this fight now, or to get back to the fight.
Well, he'll be able to pick up the magic jars in this room. It might be worth considering finding the lamp. Finding the lamp there for the last part. He's not going to have to deal with the Gibdo in the other room there since he killed it, so he'll be able to just walk straight over. Yeah, this isn't great, but you know.
Yeah, gonna go for some splash shots here. It looks like, or we're gonna dance. Okay, we're dancing with Gibdos. Yeah.
Okay, got one there. Two. Now over on AA's side here a second ago, he found the back of Desert Palace over at Flute Spot 5 while we were watching Homewrecker try to make his way through this. This is actually really well done over on Homewrecker's side. He'll be able to just run through the door and make his way back to Moth. You're going to pick up that little bit of extra magic, dodge the hand, and we're up for round 2 here.
Yeah, meanwhile, AA is going to give us those connector checks, starting with the one at Old Lady. We do know that just leads to Cave 45, so not really going to benefit us at this point. But I'm wondering which connector we're going to see. Maybe we see one of the other Paradox Cave exits, because I don't think we've seen Paratop.
No, we haven't seen Paratop yet. We saw the bottom one over down there at what would be Mini Moldorm Cave entrance, but much better fight there by
really well done.
And he's going to get a key out of this to Dark Palace, and he's going to get the first crystal of the match here at the 22-minute mark, which is, that's a pretty quick crystal.
Yeah, I'm usually thinking, like, if I can get a crystal in about an hour, I feel pretty good. But, I mean, sub 25 minutes, that is a really good start.
Definitely, and oh man, that is a not a we don't have good Paradox Cave connectors today here. So we got Swamp and Tower of Hera going to be our 5-6 crystals there, as we found the bomb shop down there in the Ice Rod Cave area. Taking a second on Homewrecker's side there to write those down, I guess, or something, and he is out the door. And AA is gonna follow in his footsteps, it looks like. So we're gonna make our way
just
down.
A little bit better equipped than Homewrecker was. Although Homewrecker's walking back towards, looks like we're gonna get a fake flipper, possibly a hobo to Zora waterfall area, and eventually a check of Zora, I have to assume.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's probably the best thing that could happen right here. And AA finds Skull Woods. He's going to take 1 second. He's going to check this other entrance first real fast before he goes in there. He's going to get his information really quick. And we're going to go and see exactly what our friend Hobo has. You got this much money, you might as well go pick up the free items, right?
Yeah. We do get a map to Eastern. So I know if there was some speculation, hey, I've got so much access to Eastern Palace, it must be a pendant. So we'll see if that is actually true.
It's crystal.
Okay. Crystal Eastern is full clearable.
What?
Clearly that means it's going to be in a terrible location.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's what I expect. I expect terrible location because, game's got to be the game every once in a while here. So, what is Homewrecker going to do? Is he's gonna go straight down? Okay, yeah, he's going to... okay, now we got to be a little careful here because you do not want to get hit by anything. That will make your day go very badly if you get pegged by a single thing here, because that's like almost a 2-minute penalty before you can save and quit.
Well, the interesting thing here is, even if we had done the Lake Hylia Island, we do have the tools for a splash deletion.
We do. That's why I was kind of wondering what he was planning on doing exactly here. Is we're gonna dodge some fireballs, find out that we don't need to get onto Lake Hylia. Now, we were talking about how AA is better stocked for this Mothula fight. Well, he's going in with about the same health.
I mean, I'll take the fact that I've got a Master Sword.
This is true. Yeah, and AA. Whoa, this is so far very nice fight. Yeah, that'll do. And big key to Pod over on Zora on Homewrecker's side.
Very nice find.
We got a lot of good stuff so far here.
Well, and this brings up a very interesting way to kind of consider this game. How do you want to play Pod now if you find it? Look at our equipment.
Oh.
You got a hammer, a lamp, a bow, 2 keys, and a big key. Like, that's fully clearable Pod. Well, not even fully clearable. That's a beatable Helma. Do you beat Helma, or are we playing for the back? Are you routing right side multiple times? And like, even saying that myself, I hate it. Because like, I hate the idea of, doing that kind of routing. Like, going through right bow lock side a couple of times to get all the in-logic checks is gross.
Yeah, no, you're right, Jesse. I'm trying to decide what I would do there in that situation. I think I'd go for the items over the thing, depending on where it is. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like if it's an awful location, I don't know
either. Are we hoping for a vanilla pod small in the back? Maybe
that's exactly what I was gonna say. Yeah, because I mean, like, it's pod. The chances of there being like a vanilla small somewhere in the back or somewhere in there, pretty high.
Yeah.
Right? Usually, but we'll see. I don't know.
I would say the other thing that's been kind of funny here is, how do we not have a connector to Dark World yet? Like, we have seen a lot of connectors from AA. Like, he's been following a lot of the other checks and nothing. Like, not a single way to Dark World yet. I'm waiting for something to kind of send us through.
Like, I'm expecting, so what we've seen so far is we saw the Spectacle Rock one. We didn't actually continue through it. We didn't go to the drop down. And so with that, we kind of got to figure out exactly if that's going to be our access, because we haven't found a way up to the mountain yet. We haven't found anything. So I'm kind of thinking that's probably what we need to do next. So if we see one of the runners make a break for the dam entrance, that they are probably thinking the same thing.
Well, I think for AA, we get a dam check, but picks up the big key. And I don't know if we go through. Instead, I wonder if AA continues over to desert entrances to check the desert cave as well as Agina instead.
Yeah, it's hard. That's hard because, I mean, both of those would make perfect sense. I mean, Homewrecker here, he's going to make his way over to the eastern area. He hasn't seen anything over here quite yet. And AA is going to make his way down south, where I have to see what he does with this dam.
It's funny, like, usually when you get into a Crosskeys commentary, the first thing I always think about is, we get to talk about, hey, how do you feel about an Eastern dip without full clearable Eastern? And, like, we don't even have to talk about that one tonight.
Yeah, totally normal
yeah.
seed that we've got here. Yeah, I guess we'll see here. Okay, so he's not going to go for a bomb jump across. He's not going to do anything fancy here. We're just going to go straight through the connector and see how this works for us here. I'm curious what we're going to see, because Dark World would be good, Mountain would be good, right side of Desert would not be good.
I mean, if you're already thinking of heading to Desert, I guess it's not the worst.
I mean, it puts you there, so you're just going to kind of shrug your shoulders and go, all right, sure, whatever.
I planned on ending up here the whole time.
Yeah, this is exactly
all
what
according to my plans.
Yep. All right, so let's see. The last entrance that we've got down here is the Smith.
Did we miss an entrance somewhere?
What? Okay, I'm gonna go look at my map real fast here, because
me too. I'm like, I keep track of entrances, and I don't see something to get around here.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you there, Jesse. I'm like trying to figure out exactly what it is. First chest of Ice Palace, Tofile, our
Oh my
tractor there.
gosh, yes. We
I think
have,
he's right.
yeah, this looks like it's going to be an Ice Palace having progression this early tonight. Because we just don't
Oh,
have a connector. I don't even think this is a first chest. Like, this might be a glove in Ice Palace at this
yeah.
point.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Like, I mean, I kind of jokingly said that at the beginning there, that like, oh, you go check for the first chest. It's probably a glove or something. It might actually be a glove.
Well, and it's not just the first chest. Like, we have logical access to that first chest, as well as freezer room and iced tea right now. So
Yeah,
there's definitely some options for us. The question is, Dazed, are you doing an Ice Palace bomb jump in this 6-part Blue Mail Master Sword Ice Palace in the hopes you get a glove to beat Cold Stare?
yeah.
Oh wait, we got Mimic Cave as well.
Oh, Mimic Cave. That's true. We do have Mimic Cave. Okay, this is one thing.
Yeah, I know. This
Yes.
this what kills me too. Like, I don't know.
Yes, I would do it. I would do it there, I think.
Okay, 7 hearts. I feel a lot better about Cold Stare now.
I still hate everything. I mean, you got
Yeah.
Half Magic and Fire Rod, so Cold Stare himself, not overly an issue. I mean, obviously, don't get hit.
Yeah. Yeah,
But-
Puff's gonna deal 3 hearts of damage right now. That's not fun.
Yeah, I mean, don't get hit, but at the same time, it's not the worst thing in the world to have happen to you there. Is we're gonna go into Ice Palace here. It's gonna be interesting. I want to see what AA does here, because I feel like the answer is yes. You Ice Palace bomb jump there, but with your heart situation and everything else, maybe you
Maybe you try the bomb jump once or twice, and if it doesn't work, you just say, I'd rather live and get the items I need.
right. I mean, you're also like what do we got here? I mean, you do have a blue potion, so worst case scenario, you can do that. Very nice use of the sword beams there on AA side to knock the Pen Gators back into the bomb blast there, so he can make sure that they die. As we're gonna make our way down here, so it's not the first chest. So we're gonna go deeper into this, as Homewrecker is about to get his news that nope, and it's not Mimic Cave. So,
And I think Homewrecker is also through all of his checks, so like I think he knows he has to head to ice. So even with all the divergence we've had up to this point, both runners are going to end up here.
everybody's excited about this. Everybody's excited here. I mean, I guess the thing is being in Ice Palace like this, as AA's hitting the switch here, so we're gonna see a bomb jump. The thing is with this is that, yeah, 3 items are in logic, but you're gonna come out of here with 6. I think. I can't imagine AA does not go for the items over there. As well, there's one bomb jump that did not quite work. Gonna go again here. I think that's a little low. Oh, nope. Okay, he's good there.
Yeah, it's hard to see on a little, like, the mini window for this, but yeah, that was nicely done eventually. And as you said, with that potion, at least it's not the worst situation.
Yep, and we're gonna take out this last little Pen Gator and refill our bombs there. So the Pen Gator's dropping bombs. That's kind of nice. That'll help out here. And what do you think? We're gonna go for the freezer chest. We're gonna go to iced tea. What's our progression here?
Looks like we're going freezer first, and like the thing is, we don't even have keys to really make the routing better.
All right. What's the answer here? Is this gonna be a glove?
A flute.
Oh,
okay.
that's an option.
Yeah. Actually, that's the thing is we could have had a few different choices here. Hookshot would have given us East Death Mountain. Flute gives us East Death Mountain, and of course, Glove would have given us Dark World. So, any one of those 3 items would have been quite a bit. Also, of course, one of our trackers, Toffile, mentioning the Desert Big Key would have given us Desert Palace in logic for a kill as well. So we had a few outs here, but it looks like the flute is the big one.
Yep, there's that. We could have. I mean, we could have even gotten the gotten boots there if this game wanted to actually be, fun.
Yeah,
but
no, I think we're to the point where boots would be a good item.
It would be nice there. I mean, you're 35 minutes into this game. There, you've now done a full tour of Hyrule. You might want to actually, skip some of the boring parts here. As it's starting to look like that flute is the answer because Ice-T had nothing of interest. But we're gonna go check what's on the right side over here, or we're not gonna check what's on the right side.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna get that bomb jump on the pit room there, and instead we are completely skipping that right side check.
I don't know how I feel about that, honestly.
It's really a question of how comfortable do you feel about that move.
I mean, to me, that feels like something that you're forcing yourself to come back for that later, right? And it's not in logic. That's that's obviously part of it. But leaving those 3 items there when you're already in the dungeon, all you needed for them was a hook shot. It's kind of like, hey, Homewrecker, this is not going to work, bud.
Yeah.
Good effort, though.
Well, we also found the back of the mountain start there at Death Mountain Ascent, and the Old Man Cave is pod.
Well, then I believe we have that option that we were talking about a second ago.
Yeah, here we go. 2 keys. How are we going to see AA play this pod?
With this location, you got to go to the back, right?
I think so. This is an easy one to get back to with the flute, so I don't feel bad about just saying, let me leave. I mean, you and I had a plan, and I don't think we considered that as an option.
I mean, I think I can get what he's doing. Go check if you can maybe get another key and grab more items at one time. I mean, you've got to be up here anyway, so...
Well, here's a question, because, you and I do talk about the logic of this, and, it's not that we adhere to it strictly. You and I are people who would break logic because we know that it's for the best sometimes. But do you ever, in this case, we're talking 2 more keys required to make anything new accessible in pod logic. So does it matter?
That's a good point. Yeah, it's a good point. That's a good point.
And apparently the Old Man Rescue was enough of a finish to go and say, I'm coming right back. Hoping for that one item to be a key, I guess.
I mean, to be honest, the way AA plays that, I guess that kind of makes sense there. Because I mean, if it's with it being at the entrance, with it being right there at the Old Man entrance, there you're gonna get just immediately spit out there. So yeah, okay, I kind of see what he did there. I mean, you have to come back to that entrance, so maybe go ahead and see whether or not there's an item there that you're gonna get. But I mean,
yeah, the only criticism I would have to that is, what if it was Old Man was at Hera? There's nothing pushing you back. And I know that's a 1 in 6 or whatever, but that's the only thought I have is what if you just couldn't get Old Man this time? As we get a big key to GTO. Okay.
No, that's good. We need that today. Good. We actually need that today. Usually you see that key and you get angry, but today you actually want that. Okay, Death Warp here from AA. I'm not going to use the hammer to go through. I guess we're going to go through the front entrance here, or he wouldn't be setting up a save scum, would he?
No, I can't imagine that.
I mean, I guess we'll find out here.
There's just too many items to get here. Like if there was a chance, like, and to say there's even a chance you could save Scum, realistically, we're getting another 6 checks. If none of them are of value, I would be shocked.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of the same mindset as you here. That like if you're not, I mean, you're gonna get more than 6 because you'll probably like.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get the 3 in the dark maze, and we're gonna get the 3 in the back. We're getting this one on the bridge, and we got the basement. Like that's 8 checks. Sorry.
Yeah, especially if you get a hook shot.
Yeah, we're not safe scumming.
That's going okay. Yep, this paid out. We're good.
If I find GT, I might climb already. Although the problem is the big lack of small keys for GT.
Yeah, that's an issue, isn't it? No, I don't know. I maybe go do Stalfo's room and then climb. Yeah, that's not unreasonable. I mean, how many times have you cleared GT for absolutely, completely nothing?
Yeah, I think the question becomes, where do we find it? Where is it? And how quickly can I get back? When I know that information, I'll give a better idea of whether or not I would.
Yeah,
exactly. We will see how
Homewrecker
decides to play this. We're going to get the helmet kill on Homewrecker's side. So whereas AA says, I want to go for the item density, Homewrecker says, I want to kill a boss.
I don't hate this. We've only got a Turtle Rock key in the back here. Oh, we got a key to Ice Palace as well, just to rub some salt in the wound a little.
Yeah.
This would have been really helpful.
Real convenient. Is the best thing we're getting the hook shot that Homewrecker will still be able to get later?
It looks right now. No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
No.
That's come back to me a little when we know a bit more info.
Yeah. Well, we don't know if we need that though.
Yeah, we don't. That's a spicy item.
Oh wow, that is an interesting thing here. I mean, okay, so the good news is that was in what was I say? That's in the Dark Maze. It's not in like Harmless Hellway or something where you can like easily skip that.
Yeah. So like, I think the only question becomes, what brings Homewrecker back?
And you know what? I'm seeing a really good point there in chat. Is we don't actually know what Helma is right now, so we're gonna kill him.
Hey, there's that entrance we were both saying we love so much.
Which one? Oh, that super fun high roll one.
Spiral Cave.
Spiral, yeah. Right there
we
on
also
the
found
top.
Our other mountain start.
We do have a mountain start. That is true. We did get a mountain start. So I mean, it's fine. It'll be fine.
And yeah, I do see some chat speculation. Do we see a Homewrecker going along right side multiple times? And I don't love that either, because for Homewrecker to maximize checks here, it's going to be another time through to get the middle in where the hookshot was, and then another time through right side just to get the back. And I've kind of found that I dislike that strategy a lot.
Ooh. We just found a connector to the mire area. I kind of lost which connector it was that we had gone through.
That was the left drop down. What put us down at that mire entrance?
Yeah.
So we didn't check spiral. That was a dark connector on the left spiral, or the left spec rock entrance.
Right. And so now, so one of the things that our trackers mentioned to us a second ago here is that we have a glove sitting on Desert Ledge right now. And I was kind of waiting for when we would find a connector over here, because, I mean, that glove on Desert Ledge means either you're going to get a connector out on, the desert side, or you were going to have to do this. And, yeah, I guess Homewrecker is going to go around the long way here.
Yeah, it's going to help maximize the checks. It's more time.
Yeah, it is.
And we didn't get to announce the fact that the helmet kill was green pendant.
So, green pendant, 6 key locked Helma. Oof, all right. I'm gonna just fall down the pit. Just fall down the pit. You came around, fall down the pit. Or do the bombs. Yeah, okay, that'll work.
We now have also the map to Desert Palace, so
well, that's just peachy.
Yeah.
Oof. All right, map to Desert Palace and a possible place we need to come back to when we have the mirror, depending on exactly what we find here. So, all right, Homewrecker gonna grab everything out of pod here. So he loses that time coming around twice, but he is gonna pick up a ton of items out of it here. He does have green pendants, so when we do find Sasharala, he'll be able to get that immediately. So, I mean, if a pendant drops, the green pendant is the one you want.
Yeah. Definitely the best case scenario at this point. And speaking of Sahasrahla,
I think I'm a little bit behind you here. I think I need to refresh my stream. Yep. All right. Yep. Let's refresh my stream. All right. So that is a map of. The only thing I saw in there was a map of Misery Mire.
Yeah, that was really our only item of value this time. And we also don't. Yeah, it looks like trying to figure out what this means for actual next step of progression, because that hook shot that we got isn't even really pushing us anywhere, except for I think Mire.
Yeah, no, you're right. I'm looking at the map right now. We still don't have Dark World access.
Oh, I am mistaken. AA has remembered a great piece of Crosskeys tech.
Oh, the sneaky hookshot thing that if it's the first time that you ever do it, will break your seed, because you won't figure out that you can just hookshot through the bumper there in desert. And there you go. There's some Dark World access.
Yeah.
You get Dark Links,
actually,
Dark Monk Rocks there.
That's not even just some. That's everything.
Oh, you're right. Oh, it's awful.
Hammer hook shot. We can get everywhere right now. Oh my gosh.
Ugh, that is some gross right there, unfortunately, because yeah, you could come all the way around through having a hook shot across the bridge there, like on a typical like open Aga seed there. Ugh, that is not fun. We got a Swamp Small Key, which is good, because we need that. That's going to be a red crystal today, and that thing's one ice rod we don't need to find. As we'll make our way down there, is going to find our potion shop down at the Swamp Palace entrance. And man, when you mentioned this, like, hey, you could go do this and this and this off of it, I'm now thinking that's what the seed wants you to do, and that is such a unbelievably long walk for it.
Yeah, can we just have the glove, please?
Yeah.
Can we get that mirror to go get that glove and just make Dark World nice? Because like the other part that really stinks about this is I'm not even tempted to go to pod area now.
No, yeah, I want nothing to do with pod area.
Yeah, that's really gross.
And you know that'll likely be where we stick GT, because Seed gonna do what the Seed's gonna do.
Yeah.
Man, so AA is gonna make his way over. We're gonna get the free items here off of Stumpy and Dig Game. Gonna check this one. Find Meyer Shed. Meyer Shed's
I like a
alright.
Meyer Shed find for sure. 2 freebies to go along with our other 2.
We chucked an empty bottle into the waterfall ferry there, and on Homewrecker's side in Meyer, and decided that I don't want that bee, which
pass on the B.
The wrong decision. Just the wrong decision. Bees are so useful. Let them stay with you. To answer to kind of respond to Tofile, yes, AA is probably very angry at the person who wrote the entrance randomizer logic right now.
Yeah, that very, I don't want to call it obscure tech, but it's one of those things like the first time you see it in a seed where somebody hook shots through the bumper, you're like, that's not in logic, is it? And then somebody goes, oh yeah, that's perfectly logical. Like, that is expected knowledge. Oh, thanks.
Thanks, game. That'll be great.
Yeah, I love it.
I feel like Homewrecker right now is trying to figure out exactly what to do, because he's been up and down this this area 2 or 3 times here.
Yeah, followed the one connector over to the Meyer area, decided to skip out on Spiral for now, and is instead gonna tell us, hey, was that green pendant the right choice?
Fortunately not. That
is
just a piece of heart.
And I am kind of surprised by AA going into the pod area. I have to wonder how far, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. He's going for the full thing, it looks like. I mean, I guess if you're going to do it, you might as well. I mean, okay, so Meyer is a pendant there, and it looks like Thieves Town is a crystal. So we get a little bit of additional knowledge over on Homewrecker's side as AA continues his very long walk.
And it's only going to get longer because we're probably going to go through a hedge maze soon.
Yep, and then come back out through the hedge maze unless there's some sort of connector there. But
okay. Hera's an acceptable find. We don't have any keys, but it's a dungeon we can clear.
Yeah, this is fine.
And, you love to see it. There's a vanilla small key. Completely vanilla there.
You were literally spitting out those words. Hey, that we don't have a single key, and the game decided to just make you feel bad right there.
Yeah, apparently I'm just wrong sometimes. The game does care. In some sick, twisted way.
All right, so we're gonna take a coffee break right now. My cat has decided to sit up on my lap and keep me warm because it's obviously a very cold day. Just quiet, you. And all right, so Homewrecker is deciding to save and quit, and we're gonna find out exactly what to do. So Hera Basement, we're gonna take a few tiles to the face over on AA's side here. Hopefully not too many, so we can go and light these torches real fast.
Yeah, leaving with 1.5 hearts, a good amount just to feel safe enough to get this chest and be able to do the death warp right afterwards. Another small key. Ooh, that's. Gotta be honest, that's a good small key.
Yeah. We're probably not going to need 2. But the one will.
Yeah, fingers crossed we don't.
Yeah, I'm saying that, but.
Oh yeah.
All right. So we're gonna set up for a Herapod here, and over on a Homewrecker side, we're gonna go do a little Misery Mire dip right now. We've got one key to put four chests into Logic, and we're gonna see exactly what if this was the answer here. If it turns out that there's a glove in here, this is great. You're gonna go ahead and clear out all 6 and then pray that you never have to come back in here, I think.
Did AA mess up his vertical pixel in this one?
He got it
okay.
there.
Yeah, he got it that time. Okay.
I
wasn't
feel
sure
like-
because the first couple of misses, I was kind of like, are we just off or?
I feel like Philly Pot sometimes, like if you stutter step on your way over there, you're gonna mess up your thing. Like Philly Pot's almost foolproof, but like there's enough.
I don't think that was going for Philly Pot though, because with the pause buffers, it was looking more like the original Herapot setup.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure.
Yeah. Either way, I mean, either way, it's just it's not always the easiest thing to get there. I mean, Herapot is one of those things where it's fantastic and everybody loves it because we don't have to find a Hera big key anymore. Unless
Goodbye, one ice rod.
Yeah, well, there you go. And but it is not the easiest thing in the world. It does take a little bit of effort there.
Meanwhile, we do find, hey, I'll gladly take our first GT small there. It's a good find.
Good find. Behind 3 Mire keys, so that's kind of one of those, all right.
Okay.
Yeah, sure, take it. Take it. As AA did take down Moldorm there, as we probably should have mentioned, but and so yeah, he's up to we've got 2 crystals over there for AA as we were still working through Mire on Homewrecker's side here. Now, hopefully at some point here, if this doesn't work out for Homewrecker, he's gonna figure out that the next thing you need to do is go through that bumper cave connector. But that's not an easy call to make there a lot of times. That takes a little bit of, ooh, this might not work for him. Yeah, he's dead. And that's a glove, so he doesn't care.
Wow. Both runners kind of finding something good, and unfortunately, like, the crystal and the checks for AA are nice, but that glove is massive at this point.
Yeah, I mean, AA is gonna get most of his connectors here and stuff like that, but that is most of his not connectors, but entrances here through Dark World. Like, he's doing it a very roundabout sort of way. Homewrecker now is going to have the option to kind of go up to the pod area if he chooses, go to the pod entrance, and then just decide to stop his route right there, because he can just go right back into Dark World whenever he wants. For AA, it's such a long walk, so he's probably just going to continue and not check really any connectors.
Yeah, that does mean we do know where both of our gloves are in this seed.
That is,
so unless there is a connector that leads over to the desert ledge, need a mirror for that other one.
Yep. Yeah, you're 100% right there. Homewrecker's got to be a little careful. Well, never mind. He's going to be able to refill himself here real quick. But yeah, the other thing is that Homewrecker is going to be able to check, like, Catfish. He's going to be able to get all of these glove lock places that AA is going to have to make a second trip for. Oh boy. Hyrule Castle Center at Dark Witch's Hut.
Yeah, that's ooh.
That's 2 connectors, 2 items that are actually in Logic, 2 items that aren't in Logic yet. You'll get all of them because why would you leave them in this case?
Well, and the other thing for AA here is, no, we already got those items. Never mind. So it's not even a, like, yeah, you just want to get the rest of the items out of Escape.
We get a cape there, and luckily we found this in the Dark World, so everything is just doing damage right now.
I mean, I think that's about as good as it gets for finding it.
Yeah. Cape there in Dark Cross, so we now have access to Spike Cave. Like, it's in logic. You want to go to Spike Cave, Jesse?
I mean, it's slightly better with the position and the flute and the other stuff.
Yeah.
Probably not. Like, I think I'm still in the let's check other entrances. Let me find GT and get to check, at this point, closer to 15 to 20 items instead of 1.
That would be nice. I mean, at this point, I think both runners are like, hey, can we have a mirror, maybe some boots, or both, mirror and boots? Because I keep seeing Homewrecker like taking a little bit of extra time. He's being a little bit more careful. He's picking up some fairies and stuff. And he keeps having to set them free over and over again. And there's another GT key. This time behind the Sewers key. So we've got 2 GT keys over on AA's side, and both of only one on AA's side.
Yeah, we got 1 to each now at this point.
And yeah, both of them are kind of hilariously out of logic.
Yeah, that's they're behind a lot. That Meyer one especially.
Big key to this dungeon over here. Gets 300 rupees this, and we're going to let a green guard have his best day ever.
I mean, he's underrated on the power level. He always does a half-hearted damage. Like, how does he do it?
I'm so grateful he's there, honestly.
Yeah. I think the only thing that really worries me is if I have to try to, like, dance around him to kill the ball and chain guard with pots.
Yeah. That's when you're like, all right, buddy, you need to go.
Yeah, help me out here, bud.
You're annoying.
And we are locked out, so AA does get thrown out there.
That's going to be a long walk there. That was the danger of checking those connectors right there. Is if you get thrown out someplace, you're going to have to go the long way around here. It's not. I mean, it's not good. It's not overly bad, I guess. With that,
in some ways, it kind of balances with the time that Homewrecker spent on the multiple pod routes.
Yeah, that's true.
They're kind of throwing back time to each other on that one.
Yeah. I mean, Homewrecker he was able to go down and take care of your friend and mine, Moldorm, a second ago, and he's gonna do all of the same checks here. So, skipping Hera basement. There was a key down there, wasn't there?
Yes.
CT key, right?
Ice.
Wait.
CT.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
with the other tower.
Yeah, that could be important.
Yeah, we'll see. We don't know where that is. I mean, it really only locks one thing. How about a swamp palace there for... That's a fun swamp palace.
That's a great find, though, for AA. Hyrule Castle East entrance is at the desert area. So that is the glove for AA and much better Dark World access now.
Yeah, life just got a little bit nicer there for AA. So if he wants to, I mean, to be honest, if I was AA, well, he's gonna come back here because he's gonna want to do catfish, more likely.
I will say, just kind of comment to on chat with this one. The glove that Homewrecker got is actually in Logic as well.
Yeah.
That spike chest is in Logic without any Meyer key, so fully appropriate for him as well. We technically have access to logical mitts.
And Smith is down in basically next to the desert there at that entrance. So I mean, if Smiths turn into a thing right there, it's not really a super fun check for either of these guys here. As AA is going to take his glove that he just got. He's whopped to Catfish, and Catfish is going to throw him a big key to Desert Palace.
Okay. We never got a map check, but I think we have the map to Desert, though, so...
I mean, we know 2 of our pendants. We were missing knowledge on 3 of our dungeons. That's when you kind of go, yeah, sure, let's give her a shot, see what we find there. And Homewrecker fluting back to Kakariko. He's heading back into Ice Palace, it looks like.
I don't know if I like that. It's a clearable dungeon. You're getting the boss kill, but there's so much still out of logic with this dungeon, and I feel like why not search out that Crystal Eastern you know about? Like, you have so many entrances that might have better density right now.
And the other thing with this is that you're gonna orphan Ice Big, and Ice Big is that's a game over if that has your progression in it at this point. Like that's just basically saying, yeah, unless my opponent does the exact same thing that I do here, I've just lost the game. It's risky a lot of times. Yeah, if you're playing aggressively, you just do this and you hope. I think in his case, I agree with you. I probably would be putting this off, especially because, I mean, the other thing is that glove of his, I didn't see him go to the dam yet. I mean, unless I missed it, he didn't go to the dam.
He does have the Eastern Big, which is what was there.
Oh, at the dam?
Yeah, that was the dam entrance.
Oh, at the dam. I mean, sorry, the well. The other thing with water. The other water location.
Okay. Yep. Places.
Things. Yes. Things and places and stuff. All right. So we found the Brothers Connector takes you to the top of a floating island here, and AA's got a decision.
I mean, with the glove already in your possession, at least you don't feel bad about doing this check. Hey, that was Luck Fairy. And we didn't buy any upgrades? Like, you got plenty of money.
And speaking of dam, we messed up the hookshot clip there, so we're gonna have to come in again on side. Homewrecker having just an absolute moment here, hitting this, and this was the problem with doing this. You don't have the big key. You need to do that bomb jump, or else you're coming in for a third time.
Yeah, that's a rough commit now.
Yeah, this is at that point you just keep going until you die. I think
committing to the triple dip is not a great play, as AA does find Eastern Palace now over on Dark Death Mountain.
And full clearable Eastern Palace. This is just weird.
And realistically, I mean, if we get a mirror here, I think AA goes into Meyer and gets mitts.
Yeah, that's a pretty good guess there. As he's going to even get the small key to Thievestown, which, I mean, we're talking about loose ends.
So happy there.
And all right, Homewrecker, I think, is changing his mind. Oh man, he got it that time. All right, so gotta go get the switch there. Everything's good. Everything's fine. We're gonna get a shovel. Let's get a shovel out of Eastern here. So Yeah. Okay. So Homewrecker making a decision there. He picked up a little bit of health, and then came back up. And I mean, kudos to him for even considering doing that. There, we were kind of writing him off, and he played within himself there pretty well. Oh, he was at 0 bombs. Ah, that's what it was.
Oh, yeah, the Pen Gators were in our bomb pack today.
That makes sense. All right, and thank you there for our chat for actually paying attention to the game for me.
For us, we both missed that one.
Well, he's gonna get a tempered sword as well, so Cold Stare now getting to be a little bit easier, and that's both runners could have had that a while back if they had wanted to.
Yeah, I don't know if I disagree with leaving when they both did. Like, that bomb jump is a lot of extra time spent to get over to that. Oh wait, we couldn't have gotten that one actually. That was locked by glove.
Glove locked, right?
Yeah.
Right. See, I mean, as much as we play this game, it is so hard to remember things like this when you're in the middle of it a lot of the time here.
I mean, I feel like, people come here and they go, oh, look who's on comms tonight. We got Dazed and Jesse. Like, these two guys are usually great comms. And we're just like, let's go do something you can't do.
Yep.
We're a pair.
I don't have the controller in my hand right now, so I'm just kind of talking. I'm not actually thinking. All right, so let's go back and kill. We're gonna kill some Armos Knights over on AA's side. We're gonna make our way over. Did we not do iced tea when we were in here last time?
Homewrecker did leave without doing iced tea.
Ooh. Well, we're gonna get it now. I mean, it was nothing. It was just bombs, but
I mean, I guess given Homewrecker's bomb situation, not a bad thing.
I mean, you'll take that when you're down this low for sure. And AA unfortunately missing that last arrow there. Going to pick up some on his way out. Homewrecker is filling up his health right now. Going to drop into Cold Stare in just a moment here as AA sets up for kind of the... well, okay, I thought he was going for the quick kill, but instead we're just going to take him out this way. This way will work.
Nice kind of recovery strat in a sense. As we get another GT small. That's our first logical GT small.
He took the words right out of my mouth. It's kind of like, oh, okay, so we can do... Well, I mean, honestly, it doesn't open up much. All right.
Yeah, our other tracker calling it right there. Homewrecker's first time into Ice Palace. Skipped Iced Tea and tried to beat Cold Stare without a glove. Second time, goes back and gets it, so...
That's right, and he's going to get 20 rupees and a crystal off of Cold Stare there as he takes him down. Did a little fire rod sword beam duping, but yeah, either way it worked, and that's a very dead Cold Stare as we get a check. I didn't see what that was. That was a pendant down at Desert, it looks like. Yeah,
so we know full map info now.
Okay, that means we can actually kind of say what we need for the rest of the seed here, and list is rather long for an hour and 13 minutes here. That's a pretty long list.
Yeah, just some basic things. We still need flippers. We need Cane of Samaria.
Mm-hmm.
Is that all we need item wise? And then it's just a gaggle of keys.
Yep, gaggle of keys is the right way to put it there, because we're gonna need a Thieves Town big. We're gonna need a TR big. I guess that's not really that many keys if we're being completely honest.
Yeah.
We don't necessarily need medallions. We don't know. We did get spit out one. Okay, Castle Tower key in the well. There, that's helpful. Mildly concerning that the second Castle Tower key is that free. Mildly concerning. I'll be a little bit more concerned if we end up getting a
powder and a pair of
Oh.
boots.
Yeah. That's
Hey, we got
that's what
3
it was.
GT keys, by the way, now over on AA's side with that second logical key in Thieves' Town entrance.
So we're starting to find some things. We're starting to find some. Everything is all right there. And we're gonna have dueling pets on commentary tonight. It sounds like awesome.
No, that was me coughing. Sorry.
Oh, I thought that was a dog.
No.
Sorry, buddy. All right, let's see if we can find another dungeon here or something here. A chest game has moved from the left side of Village of Outcast to right side. And I think it's time to go into Skull Woods, and I think Homewrecker is going to follow him in pretty much. We're gonna go through this portal and see exactly what we get here.
I was about to say, I thought AA would check Dark Lumberjack and Bumper Cave entrance first, and that is what we're going to get.
We did see Bumper Cave entrance. That Bumper Cave entrance was the Quarreling Brothers. So we're making our way up to Dark Lumberjack, and I don't know. Let's find out what we got. Is this interesting?
I mean, TR East TR East, big chest. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, I thought the Quarreling Brothers was actually a curiosity shop, was it not?
I'm not 100% sure.
Although AA not going back to it tells me it must have been. You might have been right.
One of us was right. It's in this area.
Yeah.
All right, we Homewrecker having a slight hookshot malfunction there. He shot down instead of to the right there. We've all been there. And we're gonna, I guess, work our way through Skull Woods here. We got after 1 hour and 17 minutes, both runners have decided to join up in the other's dungeon here. As they've both already finished this, so we're not worried about keys. So Pinball Room will be forever forgotten.
Yeah, the only unfortunate part here is whereas Homewrecker has the small key to, just go through the doors, AA not having an extra skull small at this moment.
Yeah, and he ended up getting, we'll say vaguely lucky here with being able to choose the right drop down there, and so he's going to be able to pick up the two things that are locked back here anyway without having to worry about going into the vanilla big key chest here.
Yeah, good Skull Woods layout for sure.
This will work out well for him here. First we gotta dance. Homewrecker gonna pull over this statue here. We're gonna get to see exactly what it is because we still don't have Samaria, so we've got to do everything the hard way right now. That's just a compass. So where the heck is GT today, Jesse? What are you thinking? What do we got left?
We know where that the mitts are in logic now, and I'm thinking we need mitt. For whatever it is. Although, it's not like we have a lot of mitts entrances.
Oh, wow, what a Samaria location there. It's in the back of Skull Woods for your Samaria. That's rough there. So Checkerboard Cave there, holding your Samaria in the very, very back of Skull Woods. I mean, that's a fun place to get to.
The other thing I'm realizing is, who's got a worse mitts location now? Realistically, because I don't think either of theirs are great. Like, what sends Homewrecker over to Dark Potion for Hyrule Castle to check those connectors, and what sends AA over to Meyer at this point, knowing it's a pendant?
I almost feel like Homewrecker is more likely to find it first, just because he's gonna want to rush entrances, rush connectors, right? Especially if he gets mirror, he'll start really probably start pushing the connectors. Doing
Although
a
we are getting
pendant
the mountain
wire.
start here for AA. AA might be out of checks. Never mind. We're getting a flute.
And the other thing Homewrecker can do right now. Oh, we got a key here that just got uncovered, and it's another key to pod. So we don't care.
Yeah, I'm not heading back at only one extra key.
And AA does have a lot of these under the rock checks here around that he's still got to do. Maybe kind of hoping now. We saw on Homewrecker's side that none of these really had a lot. Okay, so I see what Homewrecker was doing. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he'd come up here. He's gonna go check the front of Turtle Rock. Cause yeah, this makes sense because we have not seen either Laser Bridge or the front of Turtle Rock, and at some point here, you gotta kind of start thinking that these might be the worst connectors that you can take in the game.
Yeah, we've kind of exhausted a lot of our connectors. Like, there's not a ton left, and we haven't found a way onto DDM Bridge.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Or bumper ledge at that, so...
And those are kind of two of the big three, I think, connectors after a point where you know you have to find it. As we get a small key to the dungeon and flippers. All right, out of the front of Turtle.
That's logical Swamp Palace now clearable for our other 5/6 crystal.
Oh, fun. Oh, fun.
And we know where Pyramid Fairy is, or sorry, Big Bomb Shop is, so that's logical Pyramid Fairy, besides the fact that we're missing a Hera Big, but
Hera Big is one of those things. It would be someplace stupid, and if you don't have to find it there. But I mean, let's see exactly what Homewrecker's got to be coming out of here, right? So let's see what it is really quick, because he's got all four keys, and so this is gonna be in logic, whatever location this spits him out. All right, game, you're dumb. Yeah, I thought about going back in there, I think, for a second, and then he was just like, yeah, no, I'm...
Yeah, not what I wanted to see.
Honestly, I think if I'm a Homewrecker, I'd probably go immediately back into Turtle Rock there and go to this. Mirrors that shovel. Wait, oh, are we just calling? Oh, we're just calling stuff. Okay, I was about to say, I thought I missed something. All right,
Hey, there's Spike Cave.
Yeah, here it is. My favorite cave in the game, because, oh my god. Well, here we are. Let's see what we got. And it is gonna be nothing. Boots!
Oh! Oh my gosh. Wow.
That's significant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, so AA gets to actually have some fun now and move around really, really, really quickly. And yeah, hey, look, I know I called nothing before I said boots, but I mean at the same time, and
I don't blame you.
Yeah, no, I mean, come on now, it's Spike Cave. It's always nothing except for the one time that I actually call it as nothing.
Meanwhile, we are getting some interesting checks over on Homewrecker's side. Dark shopping mall time, as we do find the sick kid at Bonkrock. Nothing there, but we did find the sick kid.
Yep, and I guess Dark Shopping Mall, we're making our way through that. I didn't see anything, though.
Yeah, Dark Shopping Mall dead. About as dead as can be.
Well, and we've got okay, so AA is going to take this big key, and we're going to go and check out exactly what we've got over here. So, Homewrecker is gonna. Okay, now this is interesting. Homewrecker is going to end up right at Hyrule Castle here in a second. I feel like he'll probably go up to Catfish first before he checks connectors, but or we're going to go check Catfish first and then go into Hyrule Castle. This actually makes his decision very easy. And,
yeah, the only problem is, of course, the fact that we've got some one of those connectors at Hyrule Castle is the Hyrule Castle West, or the west exit of Hyrule Castle is at the Link's House Bonk Rocks. So, depending on which one Homewrecker goes with first, could get thrown out pretty quickly.
Yeah, and I see what I see what AA is doing right now. I think AA is going to go to Meyer here. So depending on how this shakes out, we could have both of these guys getting their mitts at roughly the same time. This is going to be kind of interesting. And the other part is that AA is going to be able to get everything in here because unfortunately when Homewrecker came into Spike Cave a second ago, he came in and died when he was on the spikes there. He opened the chest, got the gloves, immediately died, and is gonna just decided not to pick up like two of the other chests that he had available because at that point that opened up the entire game to him. Now, AA is going to be able to grab the bridge chest and I think it's the map chest as well. And we'll see if either of those have anything. If either of those have anything, it's a massive advantage for AA, but we're not going to be sure here. Homewrecker is going to go get his cape here from Dark Cross, and I guess, I don't know, we'll see what happens with this. Let's take a quick moment here as we're kind of seeing a little bit of the same things here. Make sure, go ahead, give the runners a follow. I mean, these guys are great. AA kind of helped make this entire Crosskeys thing that we all play, and some of us are hopelessly addicted to. So definitely give him a follow. Homewrecker is just also a excellent runner here who is. Like we said, we are in Swiss week 2. Both of these runners went 1-0 in their first thing. They got the win in week 1, and we're still waiting to see exactly which one of these guys is gonna pull out the win here in week 2. It's still a little bit early to tell if anyone really has the lead here. Right now, I'm feeling AA is about to get his mitts in just a minute as we get a small key to Turtle Rock there, which should push him to 3 or 4 of those keys. As Homewrecker is going to make his way down as well as he picks up, I think this would be a GT key that he's about to pick up. No.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's, you said the whole thing of any advantage or lead. I will say, like, AA having found Eastern Palace and, like, some of the other little minor finds are nice at this moment. And the boots are only going to compound as a bonus.
Yeah, I feel like AA might have a little bit more map knowledge. He might have a better idea of the lay of the land, but it's not by much.
Yeah. The fact that Homewrecker took that gamble on Turtle Rock front venture is kind of one of the big ones available right now. Like, that's a lot of good knowledge because it led to the flipper.
Yeah, those flippers are huge. And the boots haven't led to anything. They've increased his movement through a few screens. And rough for Homewrecker there. Chose the wrong way. So Mitz might be a little bit harder for him to get, but we fluted to 7. We're going to go back into the Dark World here.
Possibly walking back up to Dark Potion, I guess.
I mean, AA did this exact same path, well, more or less did this exact same path a couple of minutes ago when he came through. So, I mean, this does make sense. It looks like AA is going to pick up our good friend Smith and do a little bit of saving quitting.
And, if... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say probably go turn him in immediately, I think. That's just... If you're going to grab him, you probably want to take him with you. I'll take a quick look at King's Tomb, though.
But what I was going to say is, you were talking about the fact that this is week 2 of our Swiss. If anybody's missed kind of how this tourney is going to work, we have an 8-week Swiss for this tournament. So everybody does get to play 8 games. After that, what'll happen is all 1 or 2 8-0 runners and our 7-1 runners are guaranteed a spot in brackets. And everybody who's at 6-2 gets to play for their lives in a great wild tiebreaker race.
I got to take place in that tiebreaker last year. You want to talk about the most intense, unwell feeling you'll ever have? That'll be that.
Yeah, this is if there's 183 runners in this tournament right now, and it is, knowing you're playing for 16 spots in a bracket is nerve-wracking to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna need an exquisite combination of skill and luck there to get to that play-in game or get into those brackets. It is going to be pretty crazy there. We'll see exactly how that is. We're a few weeks away from that, but we get to check a couple more things here. We're going to see that, Homewrecker, unfortunately, kind of didn't grab anything there, but we got a Quake medallion?
Questionable power, given the fact that we can see Meyer, we've actually found the entrance already, and that was Bombos, and we don't really have a way to get to the top of Death Mountain right now in Light World. So, questionable value.
I'm sitting here right now, and that we're 90 minutes in, we don't have a mirror, and I'm starting to kind of rethink what Shady thinks, that we should just start every Crosskeys seed with a mirror. I'm starting to maybe agree with him at the moment.
All Crosskeys are quick cross.
Oh yeah, I mean that's not too bad either. Let's see here. We've got the entire Smith chain, complete waste of time. That's a feel is good moment right there for AA. As I mean, at some point there, you got to think. You fluted to 5. I would be very tempted. You've got that desert.
Yeah, very surprised. Like, we know this is going to pay out nicely for AA going through this TR entrance, because this is going to be the flippers. But
which direction is he going? Is he going?
Has to go backwards.
Oh, he doesn't have big key. That's right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
laser bridge, but he can't.
Yeah. So like this will work out, and AA does have the dam done, so can do that into a Swamp Palace clear. It's just yeah. I'm not sure. I really thought we would have seen the desert clear there.
I mean, it's got to be coming soon. I mean, you don't really want to do pendants if you can avoid it, but I mean, when the game gives you the pendant in logic, kind of the way that it did there, at some point you gotta really go for it. I mean, see, they both know where Swamp Palace is. Swamp Palace is in an awful location. If I've got this right, Swamp Palace is at Vanilla Pod entrance. So I'm still maybe a little surprised that Homewrecker hasn't decided that, you know what, I want to go do the dungeon with 10 checks.
Well, hasn't found the dam yet.
Hasn't found the dam yet. Oh, so AA is the one who's found the dam, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, that brother, or the feuding brothers connector, Homewrecker just hasn't gone through that to reach the top of the mountain. So just hasn't had a reason to.
Right. So yeah, well, he's roughly in the right area right now because AA grabs his flippers and he's gonna have some more options available to him. But man, we are sitting this. I'm seeing some talk of like, you know, we could go check the shovel. It's like, yes, you can, but I mean the trick with something like shovel is it's a one-off location, just kind of by itself, and at some point you have so many other things that you're going to think about doing. So yeah, it can just kind of get. It's kind of the same reason why I don't like Spike Cave, because Spike Cave just kind of a lot of times will sit by itself in a corner, and you'll never kind of get to it. You'll always find something else to do until the very end of the seed, and that's when it turns out that something important was in it. So I don't know. Routing it is going to be tricky here, as AA is sprinting around high roll right now, trying to figure out exactly where to go. He's going to go.
Yeah, let's check some
shopping mall. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, okay. Now, were you right or was I right about the location here? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it's the Bumper Cave entrance. There is the one.
You were right.
So, well, yeah, I mean, whatever there. But either way, he's in the right area.
Yes. Although that still means Homewrecker not getting those myths.
True.
And the longer this goes, the more it looks like there's some combination of myths, or like myths haven't paid out yet, but I'm curious about that Ice Palace entrance now.
Yeah.
Even TR. Yeah. We are missing Thieves, NGT, and even Aga Tower.
And we do... No, we're right. We haven't found Aga Tower. That's right. We found the keys, but we haven't found Aga Tower yet. All right. So, well, okay. Good news for Homewrecker is that he's going to get up on top of the mountain. This will lead... Don't go back in. Go down. There you go. That's one of those you think about. You're like, do I want to be here right now? Yes.
Yeah.
You do. He's going to take advantage of the upgrade fairy here and put himself a little bit higher up. He'll grab Eastern Palace. Oh man, if he had boots, he'd feel so much better about things right now. AA gonna have mitts, gonna have everything else. This dam is pretty good, and unfortunately, he pulled the same thing AA did there, and didn't quite get the hookshot clip. It's so much harder.
Unfortunate hookshot clips for both of our runners today.
Yeah, when you're playing Crosskeys, it's just harder because you don't expect to find the dam, so you're kind of caught off guard, I think, sometimes. All right, Ice Palace is just the other side of the Spec Rock connector there, so that is not the way we want to go either.
So clearly, I think this means Swamp Palace is going to have the mirror.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else right now. Like, looking through, I've got a pretty empty map tracker outside of mirror spots. Unless you want to get real wacky and say that, well, let me see here, bump. Oh, I just thought of something terrible that might be the case.
What?
Well, the bomb shop is in... It's possible. I mean, I guess that's not terrible with the flute, but I mean, if you are thinking that, I mean, Swamp is definitely what we should be doing next.
Yes.
But if it turns out that it's just the Hera Big Key, it could be the You get the Hera big key out of Swamp to put our big bomb into Logic. And then grab GT there, sitting in the pyramid.
Yeah.
Because the sheer fact we haven't found GT yet is just kind of like, what? Really?
Yeah, I mean, we're missing 2 dungeons we need at this point.
Good feeling, hour and 40 minutes in here, and somehow yet not finding GT, which is required. So, like, I mean, we're still pretty much in the same situation we were a second ago.
Yeah.
GT could be in GT. That is a good point. GT could be in GT if we want to get the true comedy option as a saves and quit. Did he forget to hit the switch?
He did. He forgot to hit that switch in Ice Palace, so was going to need the big key, and unfortunately knows it's not there.
It's rough right there. That's rough. Are we going to go right back? Or
I don't know. I think at this point you really have to go for Swamp. Yep. Here we go.
Yeah.
Maybe back a desert. Yep, back a desert.
Okay. Well, I've been wondering what this is. This has been in Logic for a substantial amount of time.
Yeah.
If AA had wanted, he could have. Yeah, Zelgo is pointing out a good point there. You can just go back, and go the somewhat intended way to go and push those blocks back the other way, and then go through and hit the switch and rewrite the entire situation there.
Yeah, but, I understand why you don't want to do that, and I think at this point, like, I'd almost be more tempted to just wait until I can have an Ice Palace big key now.
Yeah, I mean, and we've got the benefit of knowing that there's nothing there, and you're safe to just wait. But I think AA is just kind of like, I just lost a chunk of time because I forgot to do something. Oh my god! It's at some point an hour and 40 minutes. A big key to Turtle Rock there.
Okay, so that keeps AA probably out of out of Swamp Palace even longer, and our East Turtle Rock entrance was up at Dark Lumberjack, so I feel like you want to head there and get that entrance.
So,
I mean, we're right near TR West at Sahasrahla, but yeah, I think we're gonna go to Dark Lumberjack and head right into Laser Bridge.
Right, yeah. This way, if you go this way, you can get the big chest, which is smart. Now, awkward question time.
Okay.
Do you go out Laser Bridge?
Yes. I need to know.
Yeah.
I think even with the gamble, like, what can we not get out of? The only entrances that are terrible are GT and TR.
GT, TR, and if AA, and even TR and Pyramid Fairy are doable, provided you do not touch a thing.
Yeah.
The moment that you spawn. Everything else would be fine there, as long as, because you can dash turn yourself back into those dungeons there, as long as you just do not touch anything.
But yeah, just given the fact that we're missing a connector to a couple of ledges. Hey, there's that shovel turn in from Homewrecker, and it's a pod small.
Okay. And we are missing Hookshot Cave as well. Wow, that is a good point. We're missing Hookshot Cave. We're missing Hookshot. No, we're not. We're not missing Hookshot. What am I saying? Silly boy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's been an hour and 45 minutes. I am
allowed to talk nonsense. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, how much did the Hookshot really give us in this seed?
Honestly, it's given us nothing so far. So, its actual utility has been pretty low here. All right, so we're gonna put on the cape because laser skips are silly. and get some red mail. All right.
I mean, we're at surprisingly low health for an hour 45.
Hey, okay, now.
Okay. Yeah, definitely checking this exit.
Yeah, 100%. And that's gonna be because that's gonna be Bumper Cave here. You're gonna take a quick look. Oh God, don't let this be like GT or something. Well, what are we gonna do here? It is okay. It's useless. Silver Arrow's first chest of Swamp Palace over on Homewrecker's side. I mean, that's not what he wants necessarily, but you're not gonna put him back.
No. Followed by the single arrow into the next chest.
That's whatever, sure.
He's got jokes.
Yep. It's a good old Crosskeys seed. The seed decided to go full keys on it here. You got to go kill your pendant land mode to unlock the seed, and then everything was fine. Seed's easy. I don't know what everybody was complaining about.
Yeah. I mean, look how close we are to go mode now. We are realistically just looking for Thieves Big and Thieves in GT. Two entrances and a key.
We're probably within spitting distance of it. Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
gotta find. This is not bad.
I'm almost kind of.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, bud.
No, you go.
I was just gonna say, Homewrecker's probably gonna go ahead and give us all the information of if the Thieves Big is sitting here in Swamp Palace, right? So, I mean, for us, we're gonna know exactly where everything is here, and within probably the next 5 minutes.
I think at this point, though, I think we should rush top of Hyrule Castle, see if any of the dungeons are there, and if you've got a GT at the top of Hyrule Castle, then climb, then go back in for the basement after you're done.
Yeah,
although it might be Swamp Palace now for AA.
Yeah. I mean that's definitely the route he's taken here. He's taking it that way, but I think you have a very good point here, because GT is a time commitment. And if you find it and you don't need it, then you save yourself a ton of time. If you find it and you need it, well then sure, you're going to need it anyway. I mean, I guess better to do it this way. I don't know. That's the thing, especially in these situations. It's so hard to make that kind of value judgment of which one was the right one, because you're only going to know after you've done it.
And here's the other part of this for AA. AA knows that he's just looking for the Thieves Town Big Key. Do we skip left side?
One item away?
Yeah. I mean, potentially, maybe this seed is just garbage and you need powder, or you need bombos or something. Or mushroom. But, it's still one item. I think you do the back. The question is, do you go back in even? And we can say there's nothing on left side.
I mean, oh man, that is a rough one. Knowing that GT is available, right? Knowing that you still have GT available, I would be pretty tempted to skip it. I don't know if I would.
Yeah, full 27 items in logic right now.
Yeah, that's a hard one right there. Well, that's the thing though. 27's not in logic.
I mean, I'll say close enough, even with the...
Close enough. I mean, at this point, you're an hour and 50 minutes in, everything is in logic in your head. I mean...
Yeah, we're 2 Myers Smalls and a Sewers Key from it truly being in logic, but I kind of the opinion I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, that's when you walk in and it's in Hope Room or something, right?
Yeah.
And everything is all right. Or it's just going to be right down here, and Homewrecker's about to find it. Nope, that didn't work. All right, I tried.
I think, okay, so AA is going to go left side first trip, and I think the logic here is just Swamp Palace is in a bad position. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You're right. I mean, this
Odd
is
entrance is one of the worst possible places you can put swamp, and so like for A, this is just I don't want to have to come back here later, so I'm just gonna do it now.
Yeah, if you leave it, you're never coming back. Like you're gonna check like Ice Palace, Big Key, Big Chest, and stuff like that before you'd come back here. So I get it. I get it. It's not great. All right, into the Argus fight here. This is the last chance for Swamp to actually have something that resembles value. I mean, silver arrows at the very beginning were nice, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, you know, we want to finish the game at some point. 20 rupees is not going to help. The crystal's fine. We'll take the crystal. I mean, crystal's necessary, but I mean, item-wise, yeah. So,
have we confirmed that we actually needed the mitts for this seed, though? I don't think we actually needed them at this rate.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I'm like, unless it's, I mean, we've got the one thing left for mitts is Turtle Rock Main. We haven't seen it yet. And chances are we're going to see it soonish. Homewrecker is going to make the big bomb play. This is interesting.
It's permanent gambles at this point.
Yeah, I mean, there's like, not a whole lot of good answers.
Yeah, that's the hard part here for Homewrecker is just kind of where some of these items have been. Like, what brings you back to Spike Cave for those boots? You know, when are you going to go get that mirror? Like, there's a lot of stuff that just isn't really going to be front of mind for him right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's rough there. Like, if you believe in sphere routing and stuff like that, which is only, I don't know how much you really can do that. You know, you've got Desert Keys early. You know, you got the full set of Desert Keys relatively early, like before we actually were able to figure out our Dark World access, right? Or, well, roughly around that time, right? And so going into it, like, the moment that you realized it was a pendant is kind of actually working against you right now, because, oh yeah, that is that Pyramid Fairy is definitely not the answer. So, I mean, at some point for Homewrecker, he needs to go to the desert entrance here, and instead we're gonna walk up. This is gonna get him mitts. Like you said, though, I don't think we needed them.
Yeah, and I don't know if that really helps him get over to back to desert, because honestly, at that moment, you're thinking, I've got mitts. I want to check entrances. I've got a few more entrances I can check instead of going for the one-offs.
Yeah. Yeah, for Homewrecker, it is. He's got to get to that Turtle Rock laser bridge as soon as possible, and to do that, he's got to flute to 5. That's not 5 though. That's going to be 8. And what are we doing? Did he mess up like a bomb dupe or something?
No, you're looking at AA.
I'm looking at AA! I'm tired. My bad. I'm sorry. All right. Homewrecker got his mitts. He's everything. What? I'm just all of a sudden, it was just like, man, I feel like I'm deja vu here for some reason.
Right. But no, this is actually a really good play for AA, because this is going to be Pyramid Fairy paired with the top of Hyrule Castle. So really good efficiency here for 4 checks of entrances.
You know, and honestly, getting those mitts were probably maybe a bad thing at this point for Homewrecker, because I think it'll funnel him more towards the Smith chain, which is garbage.
Yeah,
And
like I think we pick up the Smith and do hammer pegs for Homewrecker.
Yeah, and that's going to be away from where he needs to go there in Desert. So I mean, at this point, you're kind of thinking AA's definitely got a pretty sizable advantage, because we're firmly into the late game right now, and unfortunately for Homewrecker, he's currently last locating his Turtle Rock Big Key, and that's a rough thing to have do. All right, but we're gonna get these 3 entrances on top of Hyrule Castle. First one's Hookshot Cave. Okay,
What do you want to bet the other Hookshot Cave entrance is up here already?
I think the other one's probably going to be on the Turtle Rock Bridge, honestly. But
good point. Yeah, we do need the connectors.
Yeah. Oh, but this. Remember back when we were in the first 15 minutes of the game, we found all of the 5 item locations like super fast.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, this one is now here, and there's a Mire Small. There's a big key to ice.
All right.
Okay, so that's a good moment for AA now to head back to Ice Palace.
And just the compass here in the back, but I mean, this is 9 items he's going to be getting here between this and Hookshot Cave, and probably 2 more. And I'd say 2 or 3 more entrances if this Hookshot Cave spits them out, where kind of assume it will. I think it has to.
Trying to think if there's any other connector caves we haven't seen.
I'll be honest, I haven't. My notes have been shoddy today. There's AA kind of bounces his bomb, but whatever.
I mean, we saw Death Mountain Descent. We've seen Fairy Ascension. We've seen Super Money. We've seen all the Paradox entrances. Yeah, I think this has to be DDM Bridge, as we do get our last medallion.
And this is one time where you start going, please don't show me powder. Please don't show me powder. Please don't show me powder.
Well, we didn't get powder.
All right, there you go. Yeah, I mean, if powder is the answer for our final key here, that's when you just, at that point, go live in the woods or something, because game doesn't want to do this. All right, so GT Mimic Cave entrance today.
That's gross.
That's fun.
Yeah,
that's fun.
Watch Thieves Town be on the other side here.
Oh no, it's worse.
No, Ag Tower.
Well, all right. Agatower is also up here. Thieves Town probably is Spiral Cave. I don't know. We'll see. It could be.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily Spiral Cave, but AA's got to come in here. He's got to check these 2. No way in hell we're finishing this. All right. So Homewrecker finally getting to his boots here at almost the 2-hour mark.
Probably feels happy about having the boots, but from what we've seen, the boots are not the answer on this one either.
It just opens up more things for him to check that are not the answer. Like this is the unfortunate thing about Crosskeys, is that occasionally, you get things out of order, and then just all hell breaks loose, because you're just finding things in at the wrong time in the wrong place, and now you've opened up the entire seed, and life's not fun at that point.
No, and here we go. So AA heading back into GT. We'll see how much he decides to clear at this point. We are guaranteed being Thieves Town Big from Go mode.
Yeah, at that point. And you're going to pick up that sword.
Yeah, I mean, the boots did give us something. Not necessarily the most amazing thing, but a butter sword is good.
Yeah, as far as locations that we are missing right now, like there's not really anything of note that we're missing here. We've seen quite a bit. I don't think we've seen like race game left, but I can't even think of anything that would be in there. Tofile is saying, one of our trackers there, Tofile, saying that we are missing a library right now, which is, okay. I mean, game wants to be silly, you can put something there. But yeah, I mean, GT seems like it's got to be the right thing now.
Oh no.
Well,
yeah,
that's an option.
Yeah.
I mean, that's okay.
Not a good one.
It's an option. The item is great. We love the item.
Yeah.
But ew. Yep. So, all right, powder was found there, locked behind 4 GT keys. Now, this is at one point where you probably still have to think to yourself, all right, all of my GT keys are not in logic yet, so that powder is not in logic yet. So, for the love of God, do not do Aga Tower unless you get through all of GT and you still don't have the Thieves Town big key.
Yeah, I mean, for that powder, what are we waiting for? A sewer key and a mire key?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
it's far down the chain.
Yeah, it's a ways. Still, you're at this point, you're just not happy to see it.
Yeah.
Okay. I've been watching AA's screen for a while. Homewrecker is right now trying to get some things going here. He's cleaning up a couple of checks, and I don't know where we're going. We now have full shields, which I think some people are excited about.
Apparently.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy getting one shield, to be honest. Like, any more, and it feels just indulgent.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Completely fair. I mean, I like seeing my sprite, honestly.
Yeah, I play with a little shorter of a sprite, so, my little Hollow Knight buddy gets a little covered, so.
There you are. So we're full stocked on things. All right, behind Ice Armos today, we have nothing. Something we don't care about. And garbage. All right, so cool. I mean, at this point, I'm starting to wonder if we're going to run into the full comedy option of, it turns out that all you needed to do was find Thieves Town, you silly people. And in Thieves Town, the Thieves Town big key is just sitting here. Why were you looking anywhere else?
And that's the thing, like, the other option here is that AA went and did the mountain check, because we had a bunch of mountain entrances as well available.
If you had done that first, you'd be feeling really much better about what you're doing.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that's a luxury you don't get. He doesn't get this time, so he's gonna sit here and watch a whole bunch of tiles go by and feel like the seconds are just passing so slowly.
By the way, I have to point out that Homewrecker is back to pod for these last couple of checks. So we're going to get to see that Harmless Hellway and Vanilla Big Key chest.
Profile is just sitting there reminding me of my seed from last night and ending up in sword mode. Thanks, buddy.
Crosskeys?
Yeah, Crosskeys sword mode. It was amazing.
Yeah, that's an adventure.
It was fun, let me tell you.
Yeah, I can imagine. I've had that happen once or twice. It's something different.
Yeah, doing Master Sword Silverless there at like after 2 hours just is a sickening feeling. Let me tell you. Nothing.
Yeah,
nothing in this room over here.
I mean, the best thing we've gotten is Butter Sword and Powder. Let's be real. That's about as good as it's gotten.
That's not good. And well, okay, I guess for on AA's side, the good news is that it's not in pod either. I guess, or we went to the back first.
Yeah, we had to do the back first because Homewrecker has been sticking to this play for, not going through the front door. And just as a note, we do have to climb GT. Ganon is vanilla, so this is a required climb. This isn't even not even a question for AA. It's like, I have to do it, so we're doing it now.
Okay, and if you were rooting for Homewrecker there, that was one of his last, bailouts. There would have been the Thieves Down Big Key to be sitting right there in one of those 6 key locked chests in Pod. Unfortunately, he's now cleared that out completely. I think cleared that out completely, and it's not there for him. So I don't know what he's got left, but I mean, at this point, Desert is gotta be it. As this
is this a play for Meyer? But
I mean, why would you go this way?
I mean, this does connect to the other side.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, with the flute, I imagine it'd probably be faster to flute to 1 and go across. I mean, it's probably not that big a difference. We're gonna go into Meyer here.
I think Homewrecker only has the 1 chest on the bridge, I think.
Well, he's got 4. He's got the chest on the bridge. I want to say he's got the map chest. He's got the big. No, he doesn't have the big chest. That's right.
Yeah, we don't even have a big key. I think this is just 1 item.
This is unfortunately for him. It's the wrong 1 item. Like the other place that he needs to go off of Landmo is also only 1 item. It's just unfortunately the one that he needs.
Oh, maybe he didn't do left side?
He did the left side, but I want to say he died when he was on the map chest. Died on the spike chest and didn't do map or bridge, I want to say, and that's why he's hitting the switch here. I don't know why he's going that way though. Definitely going the long way.
Maybe to save a key just in case for going through that door to get to Vidi.
Yes, yeah. I mean, you do this. Okay, but there's a big key to Tower of Hera at the top of it. Oh, there's a fun option that we hadn't really considered yet. So let's open up let's add another chest to the list of places that this Thieves Down Big Key could show up.
And it's not the worst place to get back to Hera at this point. Hey, there's that Hyrule Castle small key. Oh no.
Wow, that's some logic.
Yeah.
Wow, some logic right there.
Oh yeah. That means doesn't that mean the Meyer small is earlier in the logic chain then?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah. So okay, for those of you who are wondering why I'm having a small stroke at the moment here, that key, that chest there, the pre-Helma chest there, that's locked behind 3 GT keys, and that gave us the sewers key. That sewers key, unfortunately, also had what was going to be our 4th, turned out to be our 4th GT key. So theoretically, the game decided that it wanted you to go all the way, climb the tower, get that sewers key, just to be able to go back and get your 4th GT key. And yeah.
And we're still missing the 3rd Meyer small to give us the 3rd GT key.
Which, at this point, I don't even know where that would be. There is a small key on the island. Didn't we get that? That's probably it.
I don't think no. AA is the only one who has Mirror and has not gone for it.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think Tofile there, our tracker there, is paying attention. So, I mean, small keys at this point are completely meaningless for both of the runners. But, yeah. All right. So, Homewrecker is about to get his information about exactly that this was where he needed to go the entire time. Takes down Landmo and gets the big key to Turtle Rock, and I imagine words are being said right now.
Just a few.
Yeah.
AA is going to check some of the other mirror checks first, it looks like. Oh, wait. Ice Palace first. Okay. No, this makes perfect sense. Go beat Ice. Maybe get Thieves Town big key out of the big chest. And we are still waiting to find out on the AGA 1 front. Unfortunately, Magic Bat is behind AGA 1. So we're not sure.
Yeah, and we don't know. We haven't found Thieves Town yet. There's 4 chests in the front of Thieves Town. So, that's a possibility. And there's a decent chance, I'd say, right now that if... oh, wait, he can't. But I was about to say if Homewrecker had gone south there to the race game left, we might have been able to find out if Thieves Town was there. That's kind of my... I mean, we've got the top of the mountain, and we've got race game left. We've got the entrance to Desert Palace as well.
Yeah.
There's some options. They all are terrible, but
we got 4 entrances on the mountain. We've got Hera, we've got Top of Paradox, we've got TR, and we've got the middle drop down of the top of Light Death Mountain.
Yeah, on East Death Mountain there.
So we've got those 4. We've got Graveyard Ledge and Desert.
Oh, man.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I feel like there's a very good chance that we're going to see every single location on this. Homewrecker there, I think, taking his eye off of what he was doing there for a second. All right, we'll reset the thing here. Yeah, if you kind of accidentally press a don't pay attention or press a roll your finger slightly there, you can end up having a lot of fun on this little platform. But AA showing just how quick you can get back to this. He did the big chest, right?
Yes, it was just the Meyer Compass.
Meyer Compass, okay. Right,
yeah,
so
not going to punish Homewrecker at all this time.
All right, well, that's good. Of course, when he finds that Ice Palace big key, he's probably going to, he's not going to know that, and he's going to scream a little inside there. All right, we have taken down Cold Stare. We've gotten the mirror, and I think Homewrecker is feeling amazing here. I'm not sure if be careful is the right word here, but he's going to pick up Red Mail. And you could just take a death here if you wanted to. All right. Got a save and quit there from AA. Mountain? Looks like we're going to the mountain.
Yeah, there's your item. There's your location density. Although he pulled out a flute, so this could be Desert Front. I would say I would probably check the denser entrance location up on the mountain first, but I can't say 2/3 of your entrances are there, so that's probably where I would go, but possibly quicker to take the connector. The only thing is like I would probably hit the Hera entrance first anyway, and then focus all my attention on East Death Mountain, both light and dark. Oh, good point. Toffile coming through with the smart reasoning that I just am not thinking of at this hour and while not racing.
Floating Island, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Floating Island makes
sense. It is not it. Just a piece of heart there on Floating Island. And okay, so now we're gonna I mean, we can definitely open up Turtle Rock now. It doesn't matter which one it is. It was Bombos to get in here.
Double Bombos seed.
Bombos was GT, he says? not actually 100% sure. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bombos was GT, I want to say. I say Bombos was in GT. Or Hookshot Cave. Yes, it was in Hookshot Cave. Right. Hookshot Cave. That's right. Yeah, because I remember you saying it's the bottom chest of Hookshot Cave. Yeah, you mentioned we'd gotten all of the medallions in. Well, all right. Turtle Rock, Maine. Were mitts required? No.
Yeah, we could have lived without mitts. We could have lived without boots. Life wouldn't have been as fun, but we could have lived without them.
Yep. Man, oh man. All right, so we're into this one up here. We find, okay, we had King's Tomb apparently. King's Tomb gives us a piece of heart, and the fun continues.
Half of our entrances checked up here. Next up, we got Tower of Hera coming.
All right, and Homewrecker is actually kind of funnily enough right behind AA here, so he's going to have the same sort of level of knowledge, and there's the library. So I think that's all of our single locations, unless I'm
middle drop down.
Huh?
Middle drop down here on east.
Well, I mean, like our single, single
treasure chest. Yeah,
single chest location.
Hey, there's Thieves.
All right, Thieves Town has been located.
Do we have a vanilla key?
God, if we don't have a vanilla key, this is just awful. I mean, at that point, we're gonna have to like go to the tape here and try to figure out exactly like.
I mean, the options are we find a Meyer Small to put Aga Climb in Logic for Powder or for Magic Bat. We find a Meyer Big to make Head in Logic. Like the options aren't great.
All right, 2 chests left in Thieves Town. What do we got? It is a boomerang. 1 chest left. It's the mushroom. Ooh, that's mean.
Yeah.
Okay, Potion Shop is at Swamp Palace today, by the way, for everyone. So we're going to be fluting and turning that in and then going and running down there, I suppose, because...
Funny thing is, I don't think AA's turned in either fetch quest. Or any of the fetch quests yet.
And, at some point he might get tempted to go back into Palace of Darkness and finish that sucker out, because that might be the answer in his mind. We know it's not, but it might be up here. So, go see what the witch has. This has been it's been a ride.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got?
The book. Okay, well, on the plus side, we are right next to Bombo's tablet. Small victories? Small victory.
We're right next to Bombo's tablet, and we are right next to the desert entrance there. If for some reason you want to check what's 90% likely to be completely useless.
Yeah, I don't think we have a single item entrance left, so...
Yeah.
Probably don't need to check that entrance.
Well, AA is going to go check it, it looks like. So if we're wrong, we're wrong. And it's going to be something here. Homewrecker now has at least knowledge of where Thieves Town is. If Homewrecker is behind right now. But if he is able to ping the Thieves Town Big Key before finding GT, that'll save him clearing the entirety of the basement, which has nothing.
Looks like this is going to be the return for the Tower of Hera clear. real quick hitting big chests.
Yep. We're not even going to bother with Herapod. We're tired at this point. We're just taking the stairs. And we're not hitting switches. We're not doing anything. We're just this is resigned to I feel terrible right now.
Yeah, there's definitely a frustration factor kind of building.
Anyone who's played Crosskeys has been here, and this feels bad enough when you're just doing this as just for like a fun seed with your buds or something like this. When you're in a tournament setting, this feels absolutely miserable, and especially when you get all the way up there and you realize it's not the answer either, because that was 10 arrows.
Yeah, you're getting to the point where you're like, my opponent clearly just hit the route and I've missed something huge. Like that's all that can go through your head here is just, what did I forget? And like, did my opponent just find that little piece? Like, does my opponent know where Thieves Big is already? And like, you feel for the runners because like we've gone through the same whirlwind of emotion.
Yeah, and I mean, and at some point here, you just kind of you're doing it, and you've got the race room open by this point, because I mean, you know that 2 hours 20 minutes is time that most people are going to finish a Crosskeys seed in, at least in the tournament, right? Like, and especially 1-0, you're thinking, there you go. All right, the answer is it's a big key, but what big key? It's a big key to Misery Mire because the seed hates you.
Yeah.
All right, so it's just like, you know what, seed, fine. Are we gonna? Did you put it on Ped? Because I'm gonna go check Ped now. I feel this. Yep. Totally understand this.
And unfortunately, fortunately, it looks like Homewrecker is going to find GT soon, but unfortunately, that does mean probably a full clear of GT.
Yeah, he's got no other way. Triple boom, so it's not there. It's not Ped.
So, hello, Mire?
Dude, if Vitreous has a Mire key, I quit.
That or the Mire Big Chest does.
I mean, one of those two. I don't think it matters which one it is.
Yeah.
Really? Like, we're down to just some of the silliest locations left possible. Like, I mean, it's not a 216 seed quite yet. But it could be. You know?
And yeah, chat bringing back up that island key.
I mean, that Castle Tower trip could just be what the answer is here, so... Well, we're gonna check Mire first.
I mean, here's the thing, is like, we never actually found the pod keys either to resolve that hook, or that ice rod.
Yep, and unfortunately for Homewrecker, he's found that. We got a big key to Thieves down here. Alright, game is relenting.
It gave in.
On AA's side there.
So, I mean, either way, you still had to get your mushroom from Thieves Town, to get your book off of Mushroom, to get your Mire Big off of Ether, to get your Thieves Town out of Mire Big Chest.
My head hurts.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that's... I feel like when the runners get in, we have to just go, it's okay. They're not all this bad.
Every once in a while, it's okay. Man, wow. So
I mean,
we're gonna
small relief in that we didn't have to kill Aga.
I guess that is the the silver lining, I guess.
Yeah.
We didn't have to kill Aga.
And hey, guess what? For Thieves Town, you can skip the hallway key here.
Oh my God! Does AA actually skip the hallway key? That's my question. Because if he does that, we can consider this seed as success here. All right, goes in.
And turns left.
Well done there to AA, because that's actually extremely hard to remember.
Yeah, this is like that's one of those small things that like you kind of don't always get to appreciate how much better that is.
Oh man, rough times here. All right, so we're gonna see if how much autopilot kicks in for AA up on the top here. If we're gonna check the attic chest or the maiden chest on the way up there. There's no way on earth he can't even go to the big chest now since he actually remembered. But let's see if autopilot kicks in. Okay. Under control. Surprisingly under control for 2 hours and 25 minutes. And Homewrecker getting his lovely mirror shield. I think showing his appreciation for its craftsmanship. Couple of silver arrows here over for Ice Armos. Unfortunately for Homewrecker, this is pretty much going to be just at this point too little, too late. There's really nothing he can do at this point to pull this one back here, because this seed has just been kind of awful. The chain to get there to get this Thieves Down Big Key is absolutely sickening.
Yeah, this is a bad combination.
I guess one good thing for him is that he did skip that the basement chest there, so he doesn't have any reason to even consider making a last ditch play for the tower right now. But do want to appreciate just exactly how much our two runners' health increased in GT Basement. Like, they threw so many hearts in there.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like not even 30 minutes ago, we were, barely on a second row, and out of nowhere, AA's up to 17 hearts.
Man, oh man. Well, all right. Ganon is sitting there at the pyramid right now. We've already got our flute. We've got our hammer out. We're going to flute to 5, and then we got a couple of dashes to run and got to climb some stairs, and then it's on to a fight with some pig right now. And we're going to say a lot of... We're going to want ask to speak to its manager, I think. I think that's what we're going to do today.
Yeah. Why? Just why were the keys like this?
I mean, I guess for AA, asking to speak to his manager is basically speaking to himself. So I don't know if that actually works.
I mean, and the craziest thing is like we never actually fully resolved everything here. Like there are a few elements here that we just never found the rest of. We never found our last pod small or two. Like we're still missing a Meyer small. And like what we know, like I think there has to be at least one of those, or we know there's at least probably one of those keys in the back of Thieves.
I think that's probably a pretty good bet. I mean, at this point, Magic Bat almost has to have a key.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I don't know what key it is, and I honestly, at this point, I don't even think I want to know.
There's a morbid curiosity on it, and yeah,
there is. There is.
While we were kind of like writing it off, apparently Blind had the last Meyer key.
What?
Oh god.
No. Just no anymore.
So I think that means that the island key has to be a pod small, maybe?
Yes. I'm gonna say yes. I don't actually
unless
know
it's an ice small? Right?
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, I'm just kind of like, you know what? I don't care. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. He's mostly done with Ganon here. Try.
Yeah, just,
The 3 arrows there.
that's a statement.
All right, there he goes. All right, GT. AA got Ganon down there. Put 4 silver arrows in there. Get your GGs into chat for him, because that was fun.
Yep. And just over 2.5 hours there. Amazing Ampharos finishing with an official time of 2 hours, 30 minutes, and 8 seconds. GG.
Well done there, because that was something for sure. As hopefully we'll get him in there, get him in here to say things about this lovely logic that he himself helped to create. So, you know, he's literally got no one else to blame but himself for this one. But man, yeah, craziness. A lot of fun though. A lot of fun for sure. Mode 2 down over there on Homewrecker's side. Gonna make his way most of the way up here. Unfortunately for him, he's still got that just unbelievable chain to get to that thing there. He's gotta unfortunately grab the Misery Mire big key off of an ether tablet before he can go get the Thieves Town big key. So yeah.
Yeah.
Fun time still ahead for him, unfortunately. All right, just got a word from AA that he is on his way to come and say things about this season. So he hopefully will be here in just a minute. Probably going to take a minute just to scream into a pillow. I don't know exactly. But Homewrecker making his way. He's gonna get on all the way up here. Gonna check a couple of things. Gonna find a big key. Get really hopeful, and then know how this thing works. Just that's a Crosskeys special there. You're 1 key from go mode. You open it up, you see a big key, and it's one of the 4 big keys that you absolutely do not need.
Yeah, that's always and this seed's gonna do that at least one more time.
Yeah. except that key this time will be the right key, kind of. You just don't know it yet.
Although it does look like after getting through the rest of that GT climb, Piers Homewrecker has decided to throw in the towel tonight. Understandable for sure. That's looking over the race room. It looks like, yeah, Homewrecker kind of being like, where's Thieves Town big? And yeah. But I do see AA in a waiting room, so I'll see if we can pull him in. And there we go. We are now joined by Amazing Ampharos. GG.
Yeah, I gotta say, that was just a lovely scene. Pretty much once when they boot up a rando.
Yeah, that was we were trying to go through all the different logic, and it is something on this one.
So the big logic thing that I'm guessing really accelerated me ahead was I realized the moment I saw that TR small and the flippers where they were, that mirror gated both those items, and I had very few locations left. That's what ultimately led me to Landmo.
That makes sense because we were. It was one of those things where we weren't sure if that's what led you to Landmo, or if it was just more of I have almost nothing else left.
Wow, that's why you didn't go to Swamp. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, because
Very
so when I
illuminating.
got flippers,
No,
I was
yeah.
like, okay, so I know for sure at this point that mirror gates this. Let me check if it's realistically possible that I can beat this seed without the mirror. I'm going to see if Ganon's Tower and Thieves Town are in the flipper locations. Because if they both are, it's likely enough everything's in GT and I just skip mirror. When neither of them were there, I was like, well then, I need to find the mirror. And it doesn't really have a lot of options left to it. It basically could be nice, which, by the way, the reason I didn't fight cold on that trip was because I foolishly forgot to hit the crystal switch, then decided I was hedging on the Ice Palace big chest. Great play intended all along. And then after that, I'm like, Landmo's all that's left. Landmo has to lead to the mirror. Then TR Big was just great.
I mean, the whole thing was ridiculous there, and we're now joined also here by Homewrecker, who, well, GG's, bud. I mean, that was a heck of a seed there, bud.
Thank you. Yeah, that was something interesting. Great is not the word I'd use for that TR Big.
I mean, I felt real good when I found that TR Big.
Oh, I believe
Granted, it didn't really keep me out of Swamp anyway, because, like, after going through getting the mirror out of TR, clearing TR, my options weren't really that huge. Doing Swamp was basically mandatory because I wanted to be able to return Super Bomb when going to the pyramid with the mirror. And for that matter, I mean, if I could find just that stupid Thieves Town Big Key in Swamp, I could just go mode the seed. And obviously that Thieves Town Big Key was just a huge problem.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like I mean I was talking in the race room. I'm still looking for the dang thing, but thanks for letting me know where it was. It would have taken me a while to get to that. I was not going back to Meyer, that's for sure.
Yeah, it feels like you're almost always going to basically last location in this seed. Like, I mean, I was making real bad checks. You know, I went back into Hera for big chest. Due to my silly other routing, Ice big chest, I actually didn't orphan, though I should have. I just didn't. So it's like, well, I've read the pedestal. I'm like, even though I just read pedestal, I don't know what's actually smarter than just going to Meyer. I really don't want to clear Castle Tower to do powder, but it's seeming plausible here. Let's do everything else first.
Oh, that's where the other CT small was?
I don't know where they were. I had both of them, I think.
Okay.
I think one of them was Catfish.
The other one,
Catfish was a big key, I thought.
Oh, yeah. Was that our desert
Catfish
big?
was a big key.
The one that Homewrecker skipped was in the basement of Hera.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, I was never getting that. That's fine. I would have never done Castle Tower on the seed. I'd have quit before I did that.
Yeah, but the other thing, some people are probably wondering why I never went back to pod, even though I had, options there. I looked at how much was left in the seed, and I figured it was extraordinarily unlikely that there were no pod small keys in the back of Thieves, and everything remaining in pod was 6 small key locks. Same for Sahas's item. I'm like, I bet all those items are dead.
Fair argument, for sure. I have to say, we had a question in chat. Any feelings about knowing where that Hyrule Castle small key was, given the GT key logic?
Oh yeah, that's a logical double climb, isn't it? But
Yeah.
I mean, obviously
Mhm.
you never do that, but it's funny.
I remember seeing that. I was like, okay, sure.
Yeah, as it
That's
turned
all the
out,
thoughts I had
Ganon's
on that.
tower was completely and totally barren. Not a single thing of any value in there at all, right?
Correct. Yeah. That you got a sword in there. That's it. A useless, stupid shield out of the big chest.
I mean, when I already have a yellow sword, don't I want a yellow shield to go with it?
Some might. I don't.
It helped me in the 2 mimic rooms climbing GT, the only 2 rooms it ever helps in. But hey, it
Yeah.
saved me like a couple frames that it probably cost me later in lag, but details.
Exactly. Oh man.
Oh yeah, like
that's the rest of that
yeah,
was
and
just a
so
nightmare. Oh my
the
gosh.
thing about the Thieves Town Big Key that was so bad for me too, it's like the further I got, and I knew it's like I'm looking for Thieves Town and Thieves Big. It made me want to dig everywhere else before going to Thieves, and visiting Thieves was on the critical path to Thieves Big, which was just it wasn't very nice.
No, and I was even in a worse situation. At what point did you find Thieves Town? Like before you even found GT? Like how did that work for you
Thieves Town
after you had
was in
Mirror?
my second to last remaining entrance in the world, other than obviously the GT entrance, which cannot be Thieves. All I had left was
Yeah.
Desert Main and where Thieves was when I found Thieves.
Okay.
And I guess I don't keep track of single item entrances. I have no idea if that Desert Main check even could have been an item. I figured after checking the Bombos monolith, might as well jump down and go in. It's never going to be faster.
Let me see here. Did you ever find the Thieves Hut? Because I didn't find that.
Yes, I did. It was
Top of Hyrule Castle.
yeah, top of the castle. Yeah, the top of the
Okay.
castle had that on the right, Hookshot Cave on the left, which of course was required as a connector to get to GT. Also, Castle Tower, which had 2 junk items in it, but it's all over there.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, I found Hookshot Cave first when I went up there and just followed that, and that got me to Thieves Town and GT, or it got me to GT. But yeah, I never went back for the other ones. Because
Yeah,
then
I
we had to
was
clear
counting
GT.
my connectors. So when I saw Hookshot Cave first too, I'm like, this is the only connector remaining in the world. It must lead to the TR Middle Bridge, and that'll use up my mirror portal. So I am just going to clear the top of the castle first, and then check what's on the other side, because I don't really want to come back here. Granted, because I cleared GT before Thieves Town, I was really hoping to find Thieves Big as well, so I could end with the climb. But I mean, Seed wouldn't be this nice.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Gosh.
Of course, I was also beginning to consider, with how few entrances were left and how I hadn't seen GT and how I was only looking for one item, the GT might be vanilla, which also didn't happen, but I was definitely considering it.
Oh yeah, I was thinking that at some point too. Like I was shocked that I think at least 3 different points I was like, how come we haven't found GT yet? Where is this? Is this gonna be vanilla?
Oh, this seed was just, even before, it was bottlenecky at so many points. Like,
Yeah.
that first time I went into ice, I did the Ice Palace bomb jump, which is slower, because I was just so sure I'm going to get the glove. It's going to give me all the Dark World. I'll just clear out everything in ice with the big chest while I'm here. Then it gave the flute, and I
Yeah.
shook my head. Then, you get a hook shot on Death Mountain, which is a pretty weird progression item. You get even more connectors, one of which finally does something. Then you explore the whole Dark World from this weird spot in the south, and it just bottlenecks you over and over. That connector to get your first glove, I was glad I checked Hyrule Castle for connectors immediately, and after I got stuck, went back and did the other one, because that could have been an enormous time loss itself. Just so much was just not nice.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean I feel like my big bottleneck was just that Turtle Rock big. I put that off for so long.
Yeah, I mean, I only really went for it because when I found the flippers, I knew they were out of logic. So I was like, Mir has to be soon. There's just so little left. And now that I've confirmed, I pretty much definitely need Mir to beat the seed just to find GT and Thieves.
Yeah.
Well, gonna hunt for Mir and with what's left in logic. Also, I'm just gonna, yeah, again, just thank goodness it wasn't the stupid shovel. If because just I forgot to check the shovel, and it's just that's such a bad mistake. If the shovel had been the critical answer at any point, I could have lost this seed by like half an hour. So I'm fully aware that's a really bad mistake that just happened to not get punished.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is so trashy though. There was room to make mistakes like that. I'm sure you would have made it back eventually. And considering how far ahead of me you were on this, I don't know how much that would have made a difference if it was something. I guess it would have depended what it was.
Yeah, I mean, I guess at this point I was about to, because I was gonna fight. If it wasn't in the Meyer big chest, then I fight Vitreous. If that's nothing, I probably begrudgingly check the shovel before climbing Castle Tower, which is it's not only slow climbing Castle Tower, but I mean, even getting back to Castle Tower is not fast. So
Yeah.
you I'd probably take my medicine dig then, and I guess if it was the Thieves Town big there, it would have bailed me out. Obviously, if it had been like the TR big there instead of on Landmo, that would have just totally sunk my ship. But thankfully, that did not occur.
Yeah, well, looks like AA, you're going to be 2-0 going into our week 3 Swiss matches here. So that's going to be a lot of fun because some of the names on that 2-0 group are going to be a tad on the scary side. And Homewrecker, you're going to go 1-1. So I mean, I'm still plenty of time to make a run here. But
Yeah,
anything else
I'm
you
okay
want
with
to
one
add?
and one. So
Yeah,
I'm okay with 1-1. I don't want to face anyone who's going to be in the 2-0 group, so I'll take this.
Well, I will say I'm thrilled to be 2-0, but GG Homewrecker, honestly, I mean, as dumb as it is to say because the seed was straight horrible, this is kind of like my kind of seed in a way, it just it was a very complicated seed. And it
Yeah.
while causing me some real amount of stress, it did bring a tiny smile to my face.
Well, yeah, GG's too as well. I know, like, I feel like I have somewhat of a history of rolling seeds like this, so I'm not surprised that this is the complicated mess that we got for this. It was fun though. It was annoying, but it was fun.
And yeah, thanks Jesse and Days Cloud for comms. Thanks to our trackers, Restream, all that. It's always fun to be on the Restream, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys more in the future.
Yeah, this was a blast. Thanks for picking this up for us. I definitely appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. Sorry to jump in here, guys. Hey, everyone. Wasn't that awesome? And I know that we were all happy. I know we are going to make many great seeds for you, Homewrecker, with bees and mirror shields. Okay. Well, I thank everyone who were watching this. Without you guys in the audience, we would not be here. And also for our 2 runners, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. And I cannot wait to see how far you guys go in your respective tournament career. As for Jesse, oh man, you guys and the comm team, Dazed and Jesse, it was my first time working for you, and you guys are amazing. So I look forward to hopefully in the future, kind of watch you guys again and maybe help out along. Maybe I'll even be blessed to do a commentary with you guys. Now, to our wonderful trackers, You guys know who you are, in that right, Royale and Tofile? Thank you again for all the hard work that you did. Now, for the good stuff, which is our upcoming events on the Zelda Speedruns channel, we do have for tomorrow. Right now, we have the 10 o'clock Link to the Past NMG League 2022. This is going to be Light World Round 1, and that is going to be Spleeby versus Trinax. Also, on Friday, July 15th at 7 o'clock, we do have the MMR Standard Tournament Season 3 qualifier matches, alongside with the Link to the Past NMG League 2022 Light World Round 1, Dante versus Parisian Player. So it might get a little spicy up in there. Get your croissants out. And at 9 p.m. on Friday, we have the Wind Waker Season 5 Tournament Qualifier, which is number 6. So those are the immediate events that will be happening on the Zelda Speedrun channel. I do hope that I get to, be a part of this wonderful tournament in the restreamer category again. To everyone that's watching, thank you again. And I will try to find someone to raid, but our raid options are kind of limited. So if I can't find us somewhere to raid, let's show love to a runner that's playing Link to the Past. Okay? See you soon.